Alright, we should be live. Let's see. Un momento. Not quite yet. The fuck kind of horse shit was that? It's my shoot in the background. Alright, here we go. Right. All right, Bunny and Tech, you guys can hear me?
I can hear you.
It sounds like we might have an echo, but we might not. We should be live on YouTube. Can you let me know? That's an easy thing to fix because we're on OBS tonight. But test. Is there a motherfucking echo on the stream? Is there? I don't know. It sounds good. All right, here we go then. No echo. We're going to start the show in about 3 minutes. Welcome back. Sorry for the delay. Here we go.
On fire. Before you, I was showing on the wire, but somehow you're taking me higher, higher. And I want you, and I need you, and I got you, and I'll never be happy without you. And I want you, and I goodbye to the guy I used to be, to the life I used to lead. Because now I see you're the only thing that matters to me. And the man I was before, he don't matter anymore. Because now I see you're the only thing that without you, and I want you, and I goodbye to the guy I used to be, to the life I used to lead, because now I see you're the only thing that matters to me, and the man I was before, he don't matter anymore, because now I see you're the only thing that matters to me. You're the only thing that matters to me, and I need you. I never be happy without you, baby. One more time. Goodbye to the guy I used to be, to the life I used to lead, because now I see you're the only thing that matters to me, and the man I was before, he don't matter anymore, because now I see you're the only thing that matters. Goodbye.
Well, welcome to Madhouse for Friday. Welcome to High Day Friday. We apologize for the delay, but we obviously had a bit of a technical snafu running off Streamlabs, as it tends to be. That is Lawrence. Guy used to be, sounds just like Huey Lewis' song, just came out last summer. Can you believe that? Him and his sister. They are a band. What's that?
I said, wow.
Yeah, they're a band that they're the daughter and son of a very successful rom-com director, a guy named Francis Lawrence or Martin. I forget what his actual name is, but he did that. He did a couple good movies, Rhythm and Lyrics with Hugh Grant and Drew Barrymore. I don't know if you ever saw that good movie. He does a lot of good rom-coms. Anyway, that's the kids, good stuff. Look, here's what we're doing. First off, I want to let you know I literally just had a hot dog. I really, really did. I know, because every now and then my body craves a hot dog. It craves the protein, and even though I find it disgusting, I ate it. So, you know what? I gotta go to the dentist. I just went 3 months ago, but I think I'm drinking too much Diet Coke. My teeth are getting too yellow. I look like a goddamn hillbilly idiot. I should use a straw, I suppose. Not the hillbillies are idiots, but I look like the hillbillies I grew up with that had rope holding up their pants. Bunny Button, you look delightful tonight. You look like it's St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, look.
I see you. I see you, Bunny.
That's little stars.
I was reading about some celebrity. Who was it the other day? She says she doesn't do selfies. I said, why don't you do selfies? Who was it? I know Richard Gere used to do this. He wouldn't do autographs. And this guy was... this was a woman who said, I don't do selfies. And they said, why don't you do selfies? And she says, you know what I would rather do? I stop. I look him in the eye. I say, hello, nice to meet you. Let's have a moment together. And frankly, if you're an actual fan, unless you're just Pokemon collecting celebrities like, oh, I saw, whatever, fucking Denzel, or I saw, I don't fucking know, Taylor Swift. If you really like Taylor Swift, then I get why you would want to approach and go, hey, I just want to tell you Mirrorball is a great fucking song or whatever. I think that's a better interaction anyway. What do you think, Bunny? If you ever get big and famous, do you want people coming up and wanting selfies, or do you want to have a moment with them if you had to choose between the two?
I guess a moment with them, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be more fun.
I agree. Although I give, oh, it's Sarah Jessica Parker, Norbert. That's exactly right. You and I read the same shit, pal. I've been watching her show. The goddamn and so it goes. Is that what it's called? Or just like that, whatever. It's like the sequel to Sex and the City. I like girly shows. What's that say about me? I don't know. I don't have a vagina. I just checked a minute ago. What?
Did you watch Girls?
No, I didn't like that Lena Dunham lady. I thought she was no bueno.
Oh yeah, she's annoying as she can be, but that show is like so good.
I liked the daughter of Brian Williams, the news guy. She was real pretty. That's all I care about. If they're pretty, bunny, I don't need them to be having anything betwixt their ears. I just need them to be pretty.
Yeah. Okay.
And then, listen, she was in a movie on Netflix, a horror movie about this violinist. It was like a terrifying, horrible movie. Good movie, but it was like a horror film. And then I met a woman who is still the daughter, although I think not Tom Brokaw. Who's the other one? Tom Brokaw died. Who are the two? No. Who are the two big news guys? One, an ABC guy. Peter Jennings died. Tom Brokaw was the big one. And I met his daughter. And she was married, but I met her. I had just gotten divorced. I met her at E3 or one of the video game conferences. She was so goddamn cute. And I could tell she was flirting with me. And I was like, if I played my cards right, I could bed the daughter of goddamn Tom Brokaw. Now, the truth is, if she's watching the show, she'd say, "No, you didn't have a chance, you fat fuck." That may have been true, but in my fantasies, I had a little tete-a-tete. Goddamn right. Listen, Tech Protect is here to make sure that you guys are taken care of and healthy, as Bunny and I soon will smoke up. But we need $50. I need $50 to make you holla. I get paid to do the wild thing. Wayne B, thank you so much. That's $5 towards the ducat. $45 left, and we're going to smoke like chimneys. Thank you so much, Wayne B. I'll tell you what, though. I'm going to do. I'm going to go pick something up that Grubhub just dropped off that I'll be eating when I'm high as a kite. And you got to see this. I'll be right back. Entertain the good people, you guys.
Okay. Wayne B.
Hungry people.
Thank you.
Thank you, Wayne B.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Tech.
Hi. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Hope you're doing well.
Doing good.
Been a good old day for you?
Yeah, it's been alright.
That's good.
I cried a lot.
Aww. I think we'll get into it when Jaffy gets back, because I think I know why you cried. But I've been performing open heart surgery on my computer all day.
Oh, how's it going? Did you fix it?
Not good. I can't do jack. Well, I can do a little bit with my computer. Willie says that my mic is low. I know it's low. Jaffy hasn't fixed it. I mentioned it earlier. He just didn't fix it. My CPU is dying, so I'm trying to fix as much as I can, everything else wise to fix it. But we'll see how it goes.
What happened? Ace, get up there, you son of a bitch. What?
On this software, are you able to turn me up or no?
Yeah. Say something. Do a test.
Hello. This is Tech Protect speaking.
You are as loud as I can make you. So it's a UN. Speak louder. Turn up your gain. Turn up your Windows. Go to Windows to your mic and see where your sound settings are. Stop putting your PC on the floor, Tech. Good point. Has anybody seen The Rehearsal? The Rehearsal. That's that Nathan guy, right? I saw a little bit of it. I couldn't get into it. I know a lot of people fucking love him and I do think he's funny, but that show didn't do it for me. Funny?
Yeah, I've watched all of the new one that's been coming out. I don't think it's finished yet, or maybe.
When the first one was what? The first one was like he went into this guy's apartment and changed it up for some reason, like they rebuilt. Like what was it he was trying to test in the first one? It was like, I know they totally redid the guy's apartment.
Yeah. Oh, the dog. Getting the where they cloned the dog and they were trying to teach the dog.
may be season 2, right?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the first episode of season 2. I don't know if that was.
I'm trying to remember what the first one. Nathan, for you though, is really funny, and I the one I love the most is when he basically went in for a job interview, but he had the little kid answering all the questions that he had in an earpiece.
Oh yeah.
And, oh my God. I was just cracking the fuck up. He said something like, the interview lady, I remember she said something like, so where do you see yourself sort of on an executive track or creative track? And the kid told Nathan to say, because the kid just responded, and so Nathan, all in a suit and everything, grown up, goes, what that mean? And I could not stop. It was so great. Oh, Lord. Oh, yeah, he was trying to help him lie to his friend in the first episode. Yeah, no, he's funny. He's a funny fella. Like a clown. Do I amuse you? Do I amuse you, Madhouse audience chat? What's the problem? What's the problem? Do you not look? The world is burning, as we say in the title. And I am doing my best. I'm going tomorrow to a protest. I'm hoping to get my anger and sadness and frustration out at what's happening in the whole fucking world. I'm trying. But tonight, I would like to smoke. I would like to float away with you. Who's smoking? One's in the chat if you are lighting up tonight. And if you're not lighting up tonight, what the hell's the matter with you? It is, look, the Gen Pop like us have not been given a lot of activities or a lot of options to deal with the shit that is this world sometimes. But marijuana is safe if you're responsible with it. It's effective and it works. Marijuana for president 2020. God, tomorrow, please. Just tomorrow. Just tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Absolutely. Jaffee, you're going to go outside and protest. Stay inside. There's crazy people out there, says PK. Yeah, and I'm one of them. You goddamn right. I'm mad. I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore.
Kay's got a volcano. I'm going to get my volcano.
Yeah, show them what you got, Bunny. Wait, you live in a state where it's illegal and get drug tested? Anna G, move the... I know everybody can't move, but this is what's wrong with the goddamn world. Mm-hmm. Fucking people. Fuck the religious fucking people. I don't care what religion it is. Fuck them all. People should be able to do dope if they want to do fucking dope. Leave people alone. And this is not a political show. This is a goddamn human show. How can you disagree with that? You don't want to smoke the goddamn reefer? Don't smoke the goddamn reefer. Leave people alone.
Let them eat dope.
Now show people how this works, Bunny, because at first I thought you just had a very well-endowed boyfriend and this was a condom that he left on the floor. What am I looking at here?
This is what I call my Capri Sun pouch.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
$5 through Superchat.
Put it up to
Thanks,
the
Cal.
machine.
I green heart Madhouse.
One moment. I have a text-to-speech coming. Butterfly says, I love Madhouse. Let's smoke. You goddamn right. Thank you so much. We are $40 away from being able to smoke. I currently have cake. No, and they won't sponsor us because I don't know what. Fuck you, sponsors, you piece of shit. Goddamn Tech down here, every time he goes out trying to get a sponsor, he risks getting picked up by ICE, but he does it every day. He hits the goddamn bricks. And what happens? Nothing. But I still support your shit, Cake. Is that what they're called, Cake? I don't fucking know. But I love it.
Not say, fuck you, sponsors. Fuck you.
No, fuck you, sponsors. Fuck you, sponsors. If you don't understand the value of what we do here at Madhouse, we don't want your bullshit ducats. Take your ducats and stick them up your butthole, sponsors.
Yeah.
A wink. A wink. Yeah. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. Bad Bunny's getting ready to rip it up. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Bunny. Talk to the people about how the Capri Sun works there.
Oh, I just hook it up to a thing, and then it vaporizes the good stuff, and then puts it into the Capri Sun.
I don't know what she's saying.
Yeah.
Mish has just donated $50 through Superchat. Shaking face.
Hell, buddy. Hell, Mish. This goes out to you. This goes to Mish. Let's talk about Mish. Now, I don't know Mish personally. Like, I've never spoken with him personally, but let's just pretend. Let's do before we smoke a toast to Mish, let us do a analysis of what kind of person do you think what do you think he looks like? Let's start with that. How old is he, you think?
Mish he's a young, spry.
Hang on. Wait a minute. I'm going to put this in Chat GPT. 1 second. I'm going to have it draw us what we think Mish looks like.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so... draw me a photoreal image of a young, spry. Keep going, Bunny.
He's handsome.
Handsome.
Tan.
Handsome, tan. Is he fat? Is he tall? What color is his hair?
He's a good, healthy
man. Okay, he's not fat. He is. He's svelte, healthy. What color is his hair?
He's got black hair. It's dark.
He has black hair.
Yeah.
And what color eyes?
Beautiful hazel eyes.
Hazel eyes.
Yeah.
And what else? What's he wearing, Bunny? Come on, baby. What's he wearing?
He's wearing a mesh tank top.
He is wearing a mesh tank top.
And chaps.
And chaps. Okay. Is he built? Is he buff? Is he what kind of?
He's a big teddy bear.
He is a big teddy bear of a man.
Yeah. Of a man. Yeah.
Okay.
Cuddly.
He is cuddly and okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm spot on.
All right, here we go. Let's put it into the computer. Ducky, let me stick this 9-inch in the computer. Okay, hang on. That's from a song from Prince, believe it or not. While we're waiting, let me show you what. We got. Okay, let's see what he looks like first, and we'll toast to the image. Wouldn't this be great if this was exactly what he looks like? And he's like, dude, this is kismet. This is me. It me.
Yeah.
Web toes, but only on one foot, so he swims in circles better than normal, says Ravencross. Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but my point to you on the other chat, Eric or Angel, whatever, Angel, Eric, whatever, is you just have my take wrong, and I've explained it very well when it comes to that political situation, and you still seem to be obsessed with pitching it incorrectly, so I don't know what to tell you. Oh, okay, it's a good-looking guy so far. It's drawn it from the head first, and then it's going down the body. So right now I just see the head. Hey, good-looking dude, Bunny.
Hey, I know how to build it.
I guess you do, but Mish, you better fucking come correct and tell us if this is what you look like, baby. Come on now. Hang on. You couldn't generate it. It violates your policies. You were halfway through it. Okay, I'm going to go into a thing that doesn't have a fucking restriction. I think it was, it might have been the chaps that did it. Hang on. I'm going to go into Perchance. That's what I think it was, and we'll do it Monday on Madhouse, the art contest, but I think it was Sterling or Beans or one of the, not Beans, but Toe Beans was telling me about that one because it doesn't have the limits. Perchance AI generator. All right, let's see. We want, what style do we want? Casual photos, cinematic, digital painting, painted anime.
This is casual.
All right, casual photo. Okay.
Casual.
There we go.
Someone in the chat wanted to see the volcano.
Ooh, baby. Is that built specifically for a pot? Like that?
Herb.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. It knows what it is and it markets itself as such.
Yeah.
Okay, now this guy looks like he's about to be picked up from ICE suddenly. I don't know why he's all ethnic, but which is fine. But here he comes. You guys ready? You guys ready for this? You ready for this? Bam, 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 bam. Shh. Let's be good. Let's focus, baby. Come on now, baby. Display capture. All right, you got it, pal. What the hell's going on here? I want to see that movie, Sinners. Bunny, have you seen that movie?
Sinners.
With that girl who was in Hawkeye, and from Ryan Coogler, the director. Well, that's not what I want. It's a horror movie, horror motion picture show.
I maybe have. I probably have, and I just don't remember which one it is.
Oh yeah, it just came out. I mean, it's on digital now, so.
Oh. Maybe not.
There was a time that all the people came. Okay, here we go. There we go, Bunny. Let's see what we can do here. I've got Mish. This is your Mish. Do you see him there on the screen? So he's kind of looks like a Mexican fella, which we didn't put, but you know. Mish, are we close? Did we get it right? He's got a little sign that says, I love Bunny Button, is what he says. Yeah.
I'm good at dressing them.
Here you go. Choo Choo, let's go. I'm watching with Papa Nubs. Good to see you, buddy. Why is it 3 different people? Because it does, it does options.
Multiple interpretations, yeah.
All right, well, there you go. Mish, is that what you look like? But even if it's not, we're going to have our first toast to you, my good friend. All right, let me charge this fucking thing up. To Mish, who honestly, if it wasn't for Mish, we would be like, why are we doing this? And Canty, it's like, what? Does anybody like this show? Only Mish and Canty. I feel like I'm fucking, a kept man. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Me too, spiritually.
Why are you doing it spiritually?
I can't get high. I'm gonna regulate.
You're gonna regulate what?
The stream. It's Friday High Day.
Oh yeah. Where's my daughter? How's she doing?
She's okay.
Is she home?
Yeah, she's home.
What do you mean she's okay? What's wrong?
Not for stream stuff, but yeah, like nothing to worry about. Just just going through it.
Okay, we'll talk after.
Yeah.
Listen. I want to show you what I got from 7-Eleven. I think Bunny's going to be proud of me. Mm-hmm. Oh, shut up, Eric Lennon. He says she's doing good. Fuck you, piece of shit. I got some Gatorade. Yeah, there you go.
You right?
Mm-hmm. I got Evian because I have to be not hungover tomorrow.
Yeah.
K-Nubs throws a lot of ducats too. We appreciate every super chat and every member, regardless of what you spend. It's just you're hey.
I got a push pop somewhere. You just and they still didn't have my snake, so that just makes me so sad. But you know what? I got butterflies.
Alien says, "Did you get a bag of ice? Fuck you, motherfucker!" Look at us go. Look at us go.
Friend.
I have decided, Bunny, even though I'm older than you, you need to age fast so we can all hang out in the old folks' home together. You would be fun to be old
I'm
with.
already basically an old person.
I mean, we could just
We'll
sit
watch
there and
squirrels
yell
all
at the
time.
TV all day long. That would be so good.
I do that now. I
I
watch
know that.
squirrels, and I like to
But no, you, look. Your old Papa Jaffee, look, I have been streaming for 8 years, and this is not, I don't want to talk about it. We'll talk about something else. I don't want to talk about
Hell
it.
yeah.
We'll talk about something else.
Sorry, something else.
You know what it is? I don't like Beans from the LCU. That's just the way it is. I don't like her. I don't like her.
What?
She just seems like a raging asshole. From the minute I spoke with her, she seemed like a fucking asshole. And nothing has changed. I don't watch the LCU all that much, but from time to time I'll click on over there. What are you fucking... Anyway, the point is, I'll click on over there, and I don't like her. She's a jerk. She's an asshole. What did I hear about Becky? We're not going to talk about the LCU much, but I heard Becky quit or fired. Or what happened?
I don't know if you'd say quit or fire. I think she quit, and then came banned her from the Discord, and Roxy quit.
Oh, God. Okay. I will rage out Willie Farnsworth because she fucking pisses me off. I don't like Beans. I didn't say she wasn't cute, Alien, but she should watch out. She doesn't end up in one of your goddamn cages. But she just seems like she's a mad little jerk. Is that wrong? Is that wrong? You guys know who I'm talking about. Don't worry about it. What, you don't agree with that assessment of her character?
No, I would say she don't seem very happy to me. But
Yeah.
that's just like, yeah, but
High
like,
bitch energy.
What's that now?
yeah.
Yeah, she has high bitch energy.
How come, though? What happened to her? How's she broken?
I mean, I have like background information from hanging out with the LC universe people after shows.
Whoa,
before the
Willie,
shows.
don't say slight projection. I'm not an asshole. I just don't like her. Keep going. You have background information.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm just
God.
not a fan for how she like handles her like interpersonal relationships.
Okay. So look, yeah, she drove her boyfriend away. I reached out to her boyfriend. I says, "Come on the show." Says, I don't want to do any streaming right now. I don't feel good. All right. I understand. So what are we talking about, Tech? I mean, I have subjects, but I don't care right now. I just want to chill. So how do we chill on a stream without subjects? What do the young kids do? Like, I hear people show up.
We're doing it.
And they just show up and they do a stream and people like it. I planned this shit from within an inch of its life. Right?
Right.
Well, say something.
Scary manic.
What?
You're a little scary manic.
I'm not manic at all. You seem very low key. I'm worried about you being low key.
Are you already chewing up your sucker? You are a wild animal, Jaffee. You're so feral.
Goddamn right, sweetheart.
What the fuck?
You goddamn right, sweetheart. I got a bag of worms to get to. I got work to do.
What do you mean by low key, Jaffee?
You seem depressed. What the hell's the matter with you?
Yeah, what's going on?
I spent like 4 hours today pulling all my computer components apart and like cleaning stuff and putting it back together, and then just like failing test after test and making sure my PC is okay. I'm so nervous. My PC is just gonna die now.
Yeah, we'll take care of it. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, so I'm just like,
you know why I ate this fast?
I have a resource monitoring system right here that's just like, make sure the temperature doesn't go too high, and if it does, I'm gonna move my fan to a different angle on the.
Because what's it look like after you're done eating the whole candy?
That's a different conversation. Never mind. Go ahead, bunny.
It's a little nipple. It's a little nipple there.
Yeah, that's the yeah.
Tastes like candy. A candy nipple.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
That's what was happening.
I'm sassy.
I like to lick it till it's all the way flat.
Baby,
Until I get
Hee hee.
You know?
Well, say something. Somebody entertained. God damn it, I don't know how to do this shit.
I was smoking the weed.
No, I'm talking to Tech. He's like, I'm regulating it. I'm going to be all calm. So good, talk to him. What's going on, Tech? Give us a subject. Give us a topic.
Do you guys miss like Mad Magazine, like Mad TV, and like that type of humor being like mainstream?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Now, have you seen like Bluey?
That animal dog?
Yeah, the dog.
Yeah, the little dog.
I've seen pictures of him.
Yeah, Bluey seems to be like now the childhood show or the childhood media that like is relatable to parents. Where back in the day it was like Mad. Mad was like the child media that's like very relatable to parents.
Mad was never meant for kids. What are you talking about?
Is that not true?
Mm-mm.
I feel like if I was a kid, I'd watch Mad. I feel like Jaffee, your kids would watch Mad stuff.
The same. Are you talking about the TV show or the magazine?
The TV show.
Oh yeah. See, I'm old. Mad Magazine. Yeah, TV. The TV show was more like SNL with a little bit more of an edge, or like In Living Color with a little bit more of an edge. Mad Magazine though was like what junior high kids got into that. They weren't the same kids watching Bluey were way too young to be reading Mad. But if you mean the TV show, I have no clue. I was always an SNL kid. Other than Stewie, I love Stewie, and I love that. Is it Stewie? Stewart? Let me do it. I'm gonna do it. That guy. Stewart. And then I also loved when she played the woman who was like, the annoying woman who like goes into all the places and what you got there, She goes into the salad bar and like, I love her so much. Look what I can do. That's right. Jaffee should definitely reach out to Bobby Lee. I've only seen a couple things with Bobby Lee. Everything I've seen of his is really, really funny. Heavy Metal Magazine is still going. Well, they canceled it, and then they've just now brought it back with a Kickstarter. Rob the Mod, get on in here, you old so-and-so. Good to see you, Rob the Mod. It's time to smoke in honor of Rob the Mod. When I first met Rob, he was this close to being an aborted fetus. I swear it's a true story, but now look at him. Look at him now, though. He don't. Oh yeah, I love Rob the Mod. He's a good egg. Here we go. And action. Okay, so you're depressed because of your computer?
I'm not really depressed. I'm very nervous. Things are gonna break randomly.
Well, we'll figure it out, Tech. You know what? When I say we'll figure it out, what that means is we'll probably get you a new one for the work, but I don't want to officially commit because I got to check with my ex-wife who handles the money. That's the truth. That's what we'll figure it out means if we need to.
I understand. I'm just a little spooky until then, and I'm not blaming anybody. I don't want to disappear.
Who would you blame? It's a computer.
I don't know. God? Are you there, God? It's me.
He said it was like 5 years old.
Is that the reference? Yeah, it's an old computer.
I used to think God looked like. I'm gonna draw him for you. I'm gonna draw him.
What God looks like?
When I was like in second grade, I was convinced I knew what he looked like.
Okay.
I'll put him on the screen here. Oh, there's roaches in his PC? Yeah, that's just gross, baby.
Say that.
Gross. The headlines, boys.
Okay.
I know.
Cheer.
No roaches.
Cheer up, Charlie. Cheer up, Chuckles.
You're not roaches.
Could be roaches. Maybe not.
I have an old 13 series fucking i7, which is why it's fucking up.
No one knows what you're talking about. All you do is say words, and we say, what's he mean about that word? I kind of thought look, let me show it on the screen.
Did you ever go to camp, Jaffee? And I don't mean like because you're Jewish. I mean like summer camp.
Oh, that was a good one. No. Well, I went to summer camp, but I never went to sleepaway camp, if that's what you mean.
What the fuck is a sleepaway camp?
Like where you would actually stay overnight, you know?
What the fuck is camp supposed to be if not stay overnight?
Like there was like day camp. Like, you go and you...
Daycare?
No. Day camp.
There's what is camping?
They told him it was day
Yeah, they told you it was day camp. Yeah, Jaffee, that's called daycare.
No, it's not horror. It's
How
called...
old are you? And how old were the kids there?
I stopped going to camp when I was about 11, basically.
So daycare. Yeah.
I really don't know why you have to call it such a nasty thing. It was camp, man. What do you mean day camp? What the fuck, Joey?
Does anyone else in the chat know what day camp
Ask
is?
your girlfriend. She went to day camp.
No, I feel like you were just confused and you convinced her that's also called day camp.
It was a camp she didn't sleep away at. What the hell is that?
What is camping? Do you think you can go camping in the daytime and leave the same day? I'm camping for 4 hours.
Wait a minute. No, this is the problem because you're not really American. You don't know the language. What I said was you think you asked me. I think what you think you asked me was, did I ever go camping?
No, I said, did you ever go to camp? Like where you
camp.
You go into like the log cabins.
That's not what camp is.
You guys do like marshmallows.
That's sleepaway camp.
That's just normal camp.
Who calls it that? That should, go.
It's just camp.
No, you're all wrong. Day camp is a thing, says Mike in the chat. You calling him a liar?
All right, when you
calling him a fucking liar? No, you're.
Jason Voorhees movies, right?
That's sleepaway camp. That's sleepaway camp.
They're at camp.
I know, but that is it literally is a horror movie called Sleepaway Camp.
Just don't call it sleepaway camp.
No bad, Jeff.
Well, I'm 54. What do you need, baby? This is as good as it gets. The references are only going to get worse. They're only going to. I can't even show you.
I'm a little mad. Sleepaway camp.
Well, that's what it was, whore. Shut up.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck what you believe.
Your parents just were like, he's going to be so embarrassed to tell the kids he was at daycare.
You know what, idiot? Look. It was not daycare. Why can't I show you guys what's on this monitor? It's not daycare. Screen capture. Okay. It was a camp, man. Sarah,
do you want to be put in day camp when you get older?
Well, that would be sleepaway old person's camp, is what that would be. This is what God, and then what it was, and I'm too high to do all the effects, but he looked like a little gingerbread guy, and he was all weird proportion, and then he had these rainbow layers of color. And that's what I thought Yahweh looked like. Well, maybe I'm right. Wordsworth says
our starfish?
Our birth is but a beginning, Bunny B.
Yeah.
And he's one of the most famous poets we have.
That is the real birth.
You think Mom's Spaghetti?
These weak arms are heavy.
I know. That's a great song. He's a great little singer. He's not a singer, you idiot.
He does it.
He's a singer. Come on now. Let's talk to the nice people. If you would like to call in and be on the show, let us know, and I'll tell you how to do it. We would like some dissenting and interesting voices. I don't want to talk politics tonight, but I'll talk about other things tonight, as will Bunny, as will Tech.
I'm surprised there's not a rapper from Chicago called Lil Yahweh yet.
I love that idea. Lil Yahweh.
Lil Yahweh.
Lil Yahweh. We're going to take it back old school. By old school, I mean Old Testament. That would be great. Lil Yahweh. Un petit.
Yahweh.
In France, like, he would be known as Un petit Yahweh.
Yahweh sounds like how a Southerner says goodbye to a friend. It's like, I'm going to go this way, and you go Yahweh.
I like that. Anyway, Robot says I'm putting this picture on the fridge. This is what I thought God looked like. All right, here's what we're going to do while we're waiting. For what? What are we waiting for? We're not waiting for anything. This is it. You've arrived. This is the show, folks. It doesn't get any better. But
I'm so excied to be here.
I'm excited to be here, too. Although Bunny called me the other day. You know what she says to me? She says, Keemstar was talking shit about us on the TV show. He's not on a TV show. Was that yesterday?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I tried to get along with that guy.
Yeah.
And he's saying all that shit.
They thought they were going to do something, and now they're streaming to 100 people.
And they're the 100 best goddamn people on the internet. I mean, my response to that was, okay, if what you're saying, Keemstar, is Jaffy confirmed to have eaten the whole box of crayons. I haven't yet, but the night is young, sir, and the money hasn't started rolling in. If that's what it takes, I'll eat the whole fucking box of crayons.
Y'all ever just sometimes want to eat stuff like that?
No.
Like you just want to bite into it a little bit, like
Play-Doh.
Sometimes.
Did you know it's 4 times more likely for women to want to eat slime than men? Like they've surveyed their audience.
Why would that ever be a statistic?
These people that survey their they sell slime, right? They sell slime online, and they'll ask their audience like, "You ever thought about eating it? You ever think about eating a marshmallow fluff?"
Sticky says my oldest brother went to winter camp once. Okay, rehab. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Day camp is silly, Jaffee. I can't believe you believe that. Do you think Santa Claus is real?
What do you think? What was the lie you were convinced was being sold to me? There were tons of kids that went to day camp.
You weren't just dropped off at a daycare.
Well, okay. I mean, daycare is something for preschoolers. When you go to a camp, for example, I went to sports camp, believe it or not. And every day we would go out and play different sports on all the various rec fields because the schools weren't using the fields at the time because it was summer. That's not day camp. That's not daycare. Daycare is, Mrs. Libby, I put some glue in Sally's butthole because I thought it was a hole and she was shot. That's day camp.
Daycare seems to be about until like 7 or 8 years old. But she said you stopped at 11, so you may just be a late bloomer.
But here's the bigger answer to your dumb question. I never went to actual sleepaway camp because I never liked being away from home.
Just call it camp. No one else calls it anything else.
I like it here. I like it home.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Jeff.
Okay, so Caleb says, look, these are good, Bunny. You had the right idea.
I know.
You're a smart lady.
Sweet and one side.
I was bragging about you today because you also recommended something else. I think we were watching it, or what was it? I was like, I think
it was me. You thought it was Bunny, but it was me.
What was it I was talking about? What was the thing?
Fucking the EW Cams guy.
Oh yeah, Bunny recommended that.
Oh, yeah,
it wasn't Bunny.
Yeah,
it was
Bunny
me.
recommended that. Not you.
I hate
Bunny. Okay. What?
Yes.
You welcome, honey bunch. But have you ever been to a FEMA camp? No. Although I was upset with my parents when I was a kid because we did go to Germany, and they said, "Am I going to camp this summer?" No, we're going to different. We're going to do this instead of camp. They took me to Auschwitz.
It's like camp.
I was taking text joke and adding some flavor to it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. My favorite sport, though. I mean, I like them all, honestly. And when I was a kid, though, I mostly hated sports because it was kind of the domain of the jock assholes. And I was a nerdy kid. I was never picked on, but I definitely was a progressive liberal guy in Birmingham, Alabama. And we my best friend was a football player, but short of him, point being my friends. So I really, even though my dad loved sports, and my dad was delightful because he didn't, would he have loved two sons that were super into sports? Probably. And I played baseball for 6-7 years, but the guy didn't care. He just wanted to hang out with his kids. Every Saturday we would get in his big blue, I was going to call it a dump truck, his big blue pickup truck. And he would just do stuff with us. We would always either stop first at the 7-Eleven and get ices and comic books and gum. And then we would, go to the museum or a place called Kittyland, which was like a small little theme park, real rinky-dink mom and pop thing. Then we go to McDonald's or Jack's or Hardee's. It was great. Why am I talking about my dad and doing things on Saturday with my dad? How did we get there? I didn't say, Bunny Button, it was a problem. I was saying, I said, what brought my brain to that position where it was
I don't know.
I don't know.
Kittyland was just the McDonald's playground, but they told them that because it was a big boy.
I will show you Kittyland, whore. It had one of the greatest dark rides in the history of dark rides. Oh, here's that guy, by the way, with the...
I was going to say it never existed.
This guy apparently a lot more... Once I get high enough, we're going to watch this. This has been happening with that videotape where he bought the boots. Remember this? Yeah. We talked about this. There's a lot more going on with this, but I need to be higher. So let me show you this first. Yeah. Kittyland. Hello, Kittyland, Alabama. Birmingham, Alabama. Hee hee. Okay, come on now. There it is, Kittyland Park entrance, right there, Tech, right there. And then let me show you some of the goddamn rides they had there.
That wiki article looks ancient.
Yeah, I'm 54, fucker. What do you want from me? This was
that photo in black and white?
Well, no, we had color back then, but
yeah, with your eyes, right? I think.
Yeah. Well, no, it was just Birmingham didn't allow color because they're racist. So here's the tilt-a-whirl. Love that. Here's a little stupid train. Whatever. Shut up. I want to show you Laugh in the Dark, though. Oh, that was really a fun ride. I remember all of this. We had so much fun. There's Laugh in the Dark. It's a great, it was a dark ride. You go in, it's scary, and it's like, all these buzzers going off and shit. Detective Coachy says, I'm 54 on the 24th. I don't care what they say. Yeah, that's true. Willie says, Tech, watch out. Jaffee searching Kittyland unfiltered. Come on now.
Yeah.
Look. Unlike Mazer.
You don't even see him anymore.
No, he spends all his money on lolcow nerds.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Oh, back to Keemstar. So he says this, and Bunny tells me about it. I'm like, okay, so what's the lesson, Keemstar? Because there's no doubt that guy gets his shows, at least the big shows, get like a couple thousand views, sometimes more. Absolutely. What's the secret? Well, you have to make a bunch of annoying content that really is just bottom of the barrel, not even good for Jerry Springer. It's just a bunch of fucking people sitting around bitching 24/7. Okay, well, then my answer is no. I'm fortunate enough that I don't have to make shit that I don't enjoy. So, okay, you win, I guess. Continue making your slop and serving it up. Oh, yeah, I love you, Keemstar. You small dick. Small vagina fucking motherfucker. You know I'm a fan. I don't think he's used to people. I wonder if he's got anybody in his life that pushes back. You gotta have somebody in your life. Anyone. Keemstar, Debbie Gibson, the hit child prodigy singer who sang Only in My Dreams, or Barack Obama. You gotta have somebody in your life that pushes and doesn't put up with all your bullshit and calls you on your bullshit. Am I right, Bunny?
I think you're right.
Who is that in your
Barack
life?
Obama.
Who is that for you in your life? Who calls you on your bullshit?
Barack Obama.
We're all now, Bunny. Now, Bunny. That's my Barack Obama.
It would be
Your
my
mama.
mom.
I know. I can tell.
Uh-huh.
Jack, who is it with you? My kid?
I think it's you.
No. I hope you would have said my kid. K-Nub says, Jaffee, how do you manage to capture the poorest people on the internet? Well,
We love the poor.
we love the poor. Look,
Yeah.
look. Here's the best part about my shows and Bunny and Tech shows, and the worst. It's the exact same thing, by the way. And there may come a point where we just can't afford to keep, having a soup kitchen where everything's free. But if you go to most live streams, it's like super chats only, right? That's it. And like, I love the John Campea show. I'm a big movie buff, and he has a good show. But he's like, okay, the first hour, we're doing basically a podcast with me and a couple of guests about movies, and then all the super chats are the second hour. And that's how you do it. But I get so much good content and such good conversation from the chat that it's so much a part of the show that it's like, why would I pay, Jaffee? You're just going to read it if I write something good. And I know. Robot says a ton of YouTubers who stream live do it all for free. That's not by choice, at least most of them. Trust me, they're making money on ads, or they're making money, or they don't have enough of a viewership to monetize or whatever. Yeah, he ignores all the chat until the second hour, and then he just reads the super chats that have accumulated through the show. For us, it would be, if we did that format, it would be, all right, that has been a great madhouse. We talked about UFOs. We talked about the big announcement about ghosts may actually be real. Oh, my God, what a great conversation. Hey, let's go to the super chats and see what you guys are saying. Here's one from K-Nubs. Fuck you, motherfucker. And then that's the only one. Here it is, K-Nubs for $2. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. There you go. There you go. Thank you, K-Nubs. We appreciate it. We appreciate it.
He's singing the song.
I know. This is how we do it. And that was a guy who went to USC. Thank you very much. And so did the guy who sang Cinderella. What's that? Cinderella dressed in yellow. Young MC. Bust a move. Bump, 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 bump. Bust a move. That. Come on now. Jaffee, the way you're doing it is good. You don't understand a gap. A gap? What, Kim? And Tina averaged 1 million+ viewers per video. It's their audience that look. I don't understand a gap.
AGP.
What's AGP?
Angry Grandpa.
Oh,
That's
Angry
very
Grandpa. Yeah. They averaged 1 million views. It's their audience at local. I don't understand though. What are you saying?
That's where the local audience came from.
Oh. Listen, I'm glad you said it, Eric, and not me. Jaffee, what's up with Gina on Twitter? She's been going crazy. I know. She is. I don't know what I am ride or die with people. And Gina was always and remains somebody who I have great affection for. But she is doing something. Like, I think she may be, I don't have any evidence. I'm not making an accusatory statement. Too legit to quit. You goddamn right. I'm just saying that maybe she's having some kind of, a bit of a mental crisis or something, because it's like she'll do all this crazy shit and make accusations and start tagging people in her tweets that have nothing to do with what she's talking about. And then she'll start saying things like, see, I'm Jaffee knows I'm right. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm worried about her. And then she's thrown in with Anthony, and you can love Anthony, hate him, have no opinion on him. But that's a weird kind of dynamic duo that now they'll be tweeting back and forth and going, shit, we need Vera Dark or something to be on our show. How are we going to get famous, Anthony? And I'm like, I don't know what they're doing. Willie Farnsworth, thank you so much, buddy, for the super chat gift or the gift membership. It's time to smoke some dope. Well, he was on Drunken Peasants and online. Who was? We were supposed to have a guest. Hopefully we'll have a guest soon, although these are the nice people. But if you want to call in, let me know in the chat. You can get a little square here like the Brady Bunch or whatnot. And, this is the best, let's call in. and let's talk to people. If you're watching, awesome Tatum, thank you for the super chat or for the membership. If you're watching and you don't even know what the show is, you're sitting around. I love nights like that. You're sitting around, you turn on the YouTube, you find something, you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
But I see you, and I want you to call in, and I want you to say something interesting. But you have to say you're interested. And then I'll put the link up. Get Gina and Alyssa on screen, Alyssa Mercante. I like them both. I don't understand what's the matter where Gina has just gone after this woman I don't think she's ever met. Thank you, Awesome Tatum, for the gift. All right, what are we going to talk about next? Do we want to look at this? Well, okay, one's in the chat. No, do a poll, Tech. Those are more scientific.
Have you taken your Ritalin?
I took it a minute ago, and I'm about to take it again.
All right, it's coming.
Why?
You're all over the place.
I'm high, man.
He's just, he does this every Friday, and then he's going to say, come on, y'all, say something.
Is that supposed to be me? Is that supposed to be me?
Yeah, that's what you do, Jaffy. You do it in the middle of your sentence, though.
Who am I? Look at my worm. Bobo. Where's Bobo? I don't see him anymore.
Jaffy will do this thing when he's high where he'll speak like non-stop, filling the air for like 3 minutes straight, and then be like, why aren't you guys talking?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about. He'll interrupt himself after that. Like, he'll go for 3 minutes, and then he'll just stop mid-sentence. And
yeah, he'll be in the middle of something interesting that he's saying. He's like, and the robots could survive like a nuclear war. Like, they could just start replicating. Bunny, why are you saying something about that?
Come on.
All right,
We are doing a movie watch tomorrow, but I think we have to move the time. So, well, because I forgot I'm going to this protest from 10 to 12.
You just not go to the protest.
Yeah, I'm going to the protest. So I'll be home a little bit later, which means...
How recent is your will, by the way? Just checking.
Very recent. Very recent. I made sure to cut you out. So I'm thinking that we can start at 3:30, and then we'll finish Django at 6, and then we'll finish Pineapple at 7:30. So 3 or 3:30. If we don't want to start tomorrow, we can do 2 o'clock as planned on Sunday. I'll leave that up to you guys. Well, thank you, Kevin Gotilla, over there on the YouTube, saying, look, I'm going to subscribe to this motherfucker's channel and Bunny's channel and Tech's channel. I don't know if I'm going to want to stick around for the long haul. I don't know. But for now, I'll click the button, because maybe what we'll do is we'll come back one day and watch it. And you know, you don't know, Kevin. Heaven only knows, Kevin.
What is the...
Look how everything grows, Kevin. What?
What poll am I doing?
You were doing a poll to ask people, do we want to keep chatting for now just like we're doing it, or do we want to watch this WWE Dark Web Boots thing? Awesome Tatum, was there a new Onimusha trailer beyond what Keeley showed the other day? Derek Robertson, I'm glad you called in. Derek Robertson.
Derek Roberson has just donated $5 through Super Chat. Thanks, pal. My butthole has itched for 3 years. My doctor said it was common.
Derek Roberson, my butthole has itched for 3 years.
My butthole won't stop itching.
What should I do?
It's bothering me a lot, you see.
Hit it with a quick double knuckle technique.
Or put an ice cube in it. That works, I think. Or pray.
Like Bunny, and Bunny has no butthole.
Well, you had it sewn up, I believe. The worst thing you could ever tell a middle school kid, I'm sitting in middle school science, and I don't even...
There's worse things. Whatever you're going to say, there's worse things. You can tell a middle school.
Okay, I just won't say it then. Whatever.
Say your thing, because I imagine walking up and be like, I've killed your parents and your next. Like, that's probably one of the worst.
What's
yours?
I was going to say the worst thing you could tell a kid, what I got told when I was in middle school, was for some reason the teacher started talking. I think somebody asked, what if you don't have a butthole? Or a penis or something. And he said basically there were really awful Nazi experiments where they would take prisoners and sew up their buttholes to see what would happen. And Do you really expect me to take any interest in where a nuclei sits and what the periodic elemental table is after that? I want to know about the butthole all day long in class. I'm like, wait, you just said he sewed up someone's butthole and no one in the class is raising their hand. I have questions, and I did. Wouldn't you? Do you know that if you can't shit, it'll come out your mouth? If you're that constipated, you will vomit fecal paste.
Yeah.
The world we live in, folks. It's delightful. Hello, Kevin over on YouTube, who decided to subscribe in hopes of maybe marrying Bunny Button one day. She's beautiful, isn't she, folks? I understand. You want to develop a parasocial relationship with her. You even want to tell your friends, I have a girlfriend. Her name's Bunny. Oh, no. She lives in the South. She's not here with us in fine Chicago. She might be coming out this Christmas. I understand how the crazy person's mind works. It's delightful and disturbing, and I hope you're doing well out there. But I worry about you. Every night I go to bed going, good God almighty, is Kevin over on YouTube who just subscribed just like you can too? Is he okay?
He never is.
I always wanted them to invent like a poop excruder you could wear.
You're so into poop.
I hate poop, but if you were gonna poop, I would like it to be cut like cookie cutter stars. You know? Like imagine you install it and it comes out like a Play-Doh mold. You know?
Listen to this. Giuseppe says this. She says, I asked my science teacher in 8th grade if Spider-Man could be real. And he said to me, Giuseppe, yes. But he'd probably only be able to shoot webs out of his mammaries. Like out of his breasts.
Wow.
I was going to look something up for you guys, and I got distracted. Fudge, man.
Oh,
I know. Rats. I'm going to try to start being less vulgar with my speech. Ah, shucks.
There's so many other fun things to say.
I heard somebody say the other day, I don't even remember now, but it wasn't golly, but it was something like golly. Not really.
Willikers.
It wasn't that either, but it was between those two. You just hit the jackpot. But look. I mean, the poll says what? We just want to talk to you. Oh, no, talk to him. I'm going to put the link up in the thing, and you do with it what you want. You can call in and talk to us if you want. Idiot. Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, Jaffy.
Tony in the chat says, Jaffee, how long have you and Zach known each other?
I've known him for as long as the Lord has walked beside you on the goddamn beach and said, oh, look, oh, fiddlesticks, and said, oh, those were my footprints.
Just over like 2 years.
I don't really know the answer. Time does not work for me the way it works for most people. I'm a very unique individual. Come on, man. No, you come on. Did you get a chance to swim in your pool before it broke? Oh, yeah. It was an infinity pool, and the woman who lived in the house before we did had, she had these jets, you see. Hang on. Collab cam. She had these jets because she was a competitive swimmer, and it was like a pool that you could swim in and it would push you back.
Yeah.
And so none of us were swimmers. My ex was a swimmer. She was a master swimmer, but we weren't. But I loved that pool because we'd put the kids in it and put them on rafts, and I'd turn the jets on. It was like whitewater for them. It was so fun. It was so fun. Listen. Did you get it? Yeah, I read that. Jaffee, you should skip the protest and watch Django. It's about. I know what it's about. I know what it's about. I've seen it 20 times. I love it. Thank you, Kim. I don't want to skip the protest. You have to understand. I want to be around energy of people who are as pissed and sad as I am about the state of things. All I'm saying, no, the youth don't give a shit, and that's fine. They shouldn't, because the world has treated them worse than it treated us when we were young. And so I get why you guys don't care if the world burns. But I think it's a real sad state of affairs right now. And I don't want to get into politics, but I don't even think this is political. I think the fact that if you see somebody in L.A., which I saw today, there are two guys, cousins, got picked up by ICE, and they eventually got released. They were American citizens. They had their IDs. They worked around the corner, and they said, yeah, but you look illegal, is what these guys said to them. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, but,
That's not...
It's bad.
That's wild.
I'm scared it's going to happen to me too.
You
Jaffee.
don't pass as Mexican. Jaffee, just go to an emergency patch intake if you want that kind of energy. No, I want to be with the people who are as mad as I am. As mad as I am. Jaffee doesn't care about Palestine. Why don't you call in Electrac? You have a really wrong assumption. And I am fascinated to talk to somebody who I have been clear as day with about my position. This is you, but let's pull the politics out of it. Hi, my name is David Jaffee. I really love cheese pizza without a lot of sauce. And now this is you. Why do you hate sauce and pizza? And why do you hate dogs? What are you talking about?
You're upset at my dog, David Jaffee.
I know. Oh, my baby.
Oh, I think I have. Oh, we're not on Discord. I have that as a soundbite on Discord now.
The link is in the chat. Here it is. Oh, I'll put it right here. Why did it lose? Why did we lose it? What happened to it? There it is again. Let me link that to the top. Let me pin that to the top. What does it mean when you say, I've always been bothered by, like, I understand if you're in high school or it doesn't even matter what age you are, but when you say, oh, I'm going out with that person, it's taken on the context, of course, of meaning that I'm dating that person, right? But it also literally, you know where it comes from. We're going out. We're going to the restaurant. But what about going steady? Where the fuck does going steady come from? And where does making out come from? It probably comes from like, dude, you made out. Like it probably comes from that kind of phrase. Like if you robbed a bank and you made out good, and that's probably where that comes from. Where's going steady? Robert says it means heavy petting. That's the worst. There's nothing that can pull people out of a mood than to say heavy petting. Electrac, if you want to call in, I will talk to you. The fact that ICE is walking around in jeans and t-shirts, only wearing tactical vests, no badges, no IDs, I'd fight them too. Yeah, I mean, it is it is staggeringly unacceptable that these guys, they do not have to show IDs. They don't have to identify themselves in terms of their badge numbers. You can't bring it to a supervisor. They wear masks, and they can just pick you up off. I mean, I could go out tonight and say I'm ICE and put somebody in a van, and probably half the people would be okay with it. Not okay with it, but they'd go, oh, well, he's an authority.
Give people good ideas.
Yeah, it's Thursday.
Bad ideas, but...
You could go, maybe that's what the gas station guy was trying to do with you, Bunny. Maybe he thought you were a legal clown. He thought you were a clown from, like, Germany, from, like, cabaret or something, and he was going to send you back home. I don't know.
My papers.
Yeah, so I don't really understand how you guys aren't upset about that. I don't understand it.
Ooh, I'm upset.
Not you, but just people who are just like, why are you protesting? Because that's what's happening on our streets, and nobody seems to really give a shit enough to speak up. And hell, it ain't going to happen to me because I don't go outside. ICE deserves to be doxxed and shamed, and they will be, says Poop Guy. Well, look, I don't think anybody deserves to be doxxed. I think, but I certainly think that they need to be held accountable, and I don't want to do it again. I don't want to get political again. I can't help it. Let's talk about something else.
I think federal employees do deserve to be doxxed.
Please don't say that. Please don't say that on this chat. Say it on your channel, please.
I think because the Freedom of Information Act, right? You should be able to.
Let's not get political. People hate it. People hate it when we're
political. It's not about being political. It's just the rules. If you go in and you ask them, like, hey, I want to see the employee records of all the ICE agents at this facility, right? I want to know who's on record of working here. You can even ask for their salaries. You know that legally you're able to go.
Yeah.
Up there
No, I know. I know.
I want a record of everyone's salaries here.
Yes.
Give it to you.
Oh, I know. Well, no, this is the point. Coach E says, now here's the real, again, I don't want to get political, but this isn't political. This is just an interesting news story. But he says, now we have the look over here war, forget about ICE. I honestly don't know which thing is meant to make us forget about the other thing. They're both so awful and big. I don't know what we're supposed to be ignoring because this other thing is occurring. I'm not scared, says Ricky. I didn't say I was scared. So I'm going to a goddamn protest.
He's drinking Gatorade. He's going to be ready.
I got water and Gatorade. Ricky, why? No, I couldn't. Ricky says, you shouldn't be scared, Jaffee. You could inspire a whole generation if you wanted to. Clearly not, because I'm a horrible communicator, because I clearly have made you think I'm scared of something. So, no, I'm staying right here. I'm not going anywhere.
You want to do an Israel trip? We should fly out to Israel.
Fuck no. Like that girl today? No.
Yeah.
No. God only knows what I'd be without you. I love that song. Brian Wilson died. That's my favorite song of his, I would say.
Barley Be Real says, suck it, Tech.
Suck it, Tech. Again, Angel, why don't you call in? Okay, here's the deal. Let me let the chat know. I'm going to stop talking to Angel about this topic now. But if he wants to call in, it's pinned to the top, right? It's pinned to the top. And I'll be happy to talk to you about it. But I'm not ignoring you now. I just don't want to bore the audience by continually asking you the same question, which is, why don't you call in? Okay, I'm done. Barley Be Real came to me a few nights ago, and she knocked on the door. It was raining outside. Is Barley a man or a woman? Do we know?
I don't know, but George Bush says, call in, puss.
I'm assuming Barley's a woman's name, but I'll change it if it turns out. Barley was covered in the rain of the downpour, of course, it was happening. And, Barley's a dog. Sorry, Barley. Welcome to Diet Soda Soldiers, Barley. You're a dog. Okay. We appreciate you being here, being part of the team. Thank you, sir. Ma'am. Again, I don't know what to tell you. We both went to sports camp, says April. Mine was during the day in Orono, Maine. They would pick us up on... I've always wanted to go... That's where I want to go. I want to go to the goddamn East Coast in the fall, October 1st. God, we should be good at this show enough to make enough money to do things like that again. I would love to do a whole month of Halloween, driving up the East Coast, stopping at haunted hotels, stopping at haunted attractions, and ending in Salem for Halloween. But, again, what's the deal? You know what the problem with our chat, what the problem with our stream is, Tech? I figured it out. And it's not that hard. We've talked about it before. I need to take a day off from streaming every day. Maybe you guys can stream, or we just go dark that day or whatever. And I just need to edit. We are doing no promotion on this show. So if you don't know about this show or this channel, why would we expect people to come here? And if nobody comes here beyond the audience we have, which we love you. Here's a smoke for you. Barley Be Real. But besides you guys, that's not enough to get YouTube to ping the homepage and recommend us to people who don't know us. So I'm going to probably, starting Monday, I'm taking a day off every week. We'll just say that's a non-stream day. And I'm going to edit like a goddamn motherfucker. And we have to do it. And Tech needs to start doing it too. I agree. Kim says Tech needs to do more. Oh, I know. I know.
No.
Did you say no? You don't? I would love. Look, when you're here, we're going to be editing together.
I've tried to edit stuff together.
Editing? No. We're talking different things. I don't mean editing like I just mean for you just pulling clips.
Oh, yeah. That I can
and posting them. I'll do some... look, we're not going to be... This show is not going to live or die by our great editing skills. Like, oh, look, they did... No one cares. We're either talking about good stuff or we're not. We have a Reddit page. It's a wonderful Reddit page, Robot. There's this one guy who wrote this weird critical review, and it was excellent. It was like he learned himself some new words over the summer. I don't know what's going on, but...
Or something.
I don't know what the fuck I kind of know what he was talking about. Surely I was searching your name for interviews and you popped up on YouTube. Says Darth Shinda. Oh, of the Tatooine Shindas. Well, don't think just because you and I both pray to Darth Plagueis, we're allies. I don't know you that well.
Shinda a thing? Oh, no, you're doing the Darth part of that. I was like, is Shinda Star Wars related? Shinda sounds like an ancient slur.
The Reddit is... Yeah. I don't know what that means. Yeah, everybody, welcome to the Bunny Button Show. Tonight, Bunny's going to be taking all of your calls to to help you guys with the love problems in your life. We call her around here. We call her the love doctor. Bunny Button. Who would you say is the most problematic caller that you feel you've really helped out? Because you've really been there to help a lot of people over the years as we've been doing this call-in show. Who do you look back at as your greatest success?
I once took a call for a man who had a butthole for a mouth.
Lord.
And a mouth for a butthole.
Are you telling me he was born with that deformity, or was it more in his mind, or it was a real thing?
It was actually a procedure he had done.
He made the choice. He made the choice. So was he able, when he spoke, did it sound like it was coming out of his pants? I don't remember this guest. I may have been off that night. It did.
Yeah.
And when he went out to dinner, he would fart from his mouth and shit from his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, did he ever find love, or he just could not ever get over that hump? Because I get a feeling after he talked to you, he got things worked out.
He did find love. He thought that he never would. He thought that his fetish just killed his love life, but no.
Now, is it fair to say that he hooked up either with a homosexual man or a woman who likes to peg men? Because a kiss for him... I mean, right? Am I right, Bunny? A kiss to him may as well be a trip to Dr. Analville.
Yeah, he actually got with a Siamese twin. I said a Siamese.
I don't think you can say Siamese twin anymore.
Why not?
I don't know. I think it's a thing you're not supposed to say.
You can say Siamese or conjoined twins. But I get Bunny's point, because a conjoined twin only has one butthole, and he had the extra one they were missing.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
All right, new topic. I'm throwing it to you, Bunny. How do you pass a drug test if you're a daily smoker?
Get someone else's pee.
Get someone else's pee. You heard it here first. Thank you, Carlos.
How about you don't work? How about you don't work for a company that gives a shit if you smoke pot on your own fucking time? And how about if they don't, you go work somewhere else? It doesn't bother you on your own fucking time.
But if you have to, get it in a bag and then strap it to the inside of your leg to keep it warm, because they check the temperature.
Yeah, they do. My state doesn't drug test anymore for like employment. I don't think. Yeah. I might be wrong. I'm pretty sure they don't.
I love being in a legal state, says the poop guy. Yeah. Absolutely. The legal state is important. We all should be happy to be in a legal state. Well, we're not all in a legal state. We're not all in a legal state. Listen to this. This guy knew how to throw down, though. I have to say, this guy knew how to throw down, and I wish I could be as badass as the man in the white hat. What are you talking about? No, I'll show you. Oh, I'll show you.
Welcome, Kenny.
Get away from me.
How's it going?
Crumb. That's a challenge, except I'll put my dog away and I'll come back. And you got 1, 2, 3. And I'll do it along with you. It's in that back of that fence. Just the 3 of us, 4 of us, me and you. Show you what kind of a man you are. You're less than a man.
I think it takes like a
okay,
week
you're
minimum.
a crumb creep. And I wouldn't take that off for nobody. And there's 3 of you and I'm by myself.
Like the cranberry
and when
juice
it's over, there'll be nothing to it. Win or lose, okay?
Wait, are you not able to hear this?
Hear what?
You're not seeing this video playing in the upper corner?
No, you're playing that on stream, not for us.
You know, it should be for you too, Dylan Stringer. You're a crumb bum. Yeah, that's the guy who calls him a crumb bum. I love that for them. Crumb bum. That back then, that was fighting words, man. Okay, so how do I make it so you guys can see it? The stream is seeing. Yeah, I don't know how to do it.
Talking to Kenny.
Kenny's here, and it's not the Crystal Rock Kenny, because fuck that Kenny. It's
a
good Kenny.
How do you know Kenny's here? I don't even see anything that says Kenny.
Look at your fucking stream.
I'm looking at my chat right now, and I see nothing that says Kenny.
There's a handsome young man here.
Yeah.
The cat?
There's a PlayStation shirt and everything.
What are you talking about?
Look at Kenny.
Is he in the chat?
No, he's in the call with us.
How does that...
It's a PlayStation hat and shirt.
Oh, look at him. There's a person there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, let's bring him in now. I didn't know what you guys were talking
These are
about.
like the camp cancelers at day camp.
You know what? You can go
they didn't
fuck
exist.
yourself, Tech. You dumb hillbilly fuck. What up, Kenny? How you doing, champ?
Oh, there we go. I'm doing well.
Yeah, well, good. I'm glad you called. We were starting to wonder if we were actually streaming to anybody. What's up? What can we talk? What do you want to talk about, my friend?
Man, I saw the what is this that says the world is burning? Let's hang out and chill.
I think I'm smoking a lot. Are you smoking a lot?
Just now, so yeah.
I'm
a casual consumer. I can show it to you. It's right here. I think you can see it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that an edible?
No, it's pre-rolls.
Okay, and you smoked how much? How much of the pre-rolls?
One of them. That's it.
And how do you feel yet? Do you feel are you with us up here, good Sir Kenny, or not yet? Not yet. You're too quiet. Like you're cutting in and out. You're cutting in and out, Kenny.
The mic has died.
My name is Kenny, and I love that he called in, but I can't hear him. I mean, I can hear you, Kenny, but it sounds like this. Hey, my name is Kenny. Vagina in the butthole. AIDS. But right, that's what it sounds like. George says Becky and Roxy. I thought Roxy quit twice already. She's still there?
Yeah, apparently she left with Becky or something. Oh,
all right. Well, Becky, go get Becky Boop. Tech. Tell her to come in.
Probably fake.
It's probably fake, but tell her to come.
I don't know. Have you watched all this stuff? I don't think it's fake.
Do we want to bring Becky in or no? Not that I know. You know what? Do you think the LCU hosts have been told they can't come on other people's shows?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then never mind.
Well, I think she said she's done. She said she wouldn't be back. She said she wouldn't make another dime for King.
Okay. Darth says, David, do you remember Hogwash? I did. I don't know. He's still active on Twitter, but so is your mic working? Did you get it working, Kenny?
Hello.
Okay, keep talking.
How's the audio now?
Much better. Much better. Okay, so what's going on? So yeah, the world is burning. At least I think it is. I feel we had and I don't want to get into politics unless you want to, but I think it's a terrible summer so far when it comes to the world's health. And Kenny left. He doesn't want to talk to me. I understand. It's just like middle school. No, it's just like sitting down in middle school looking for somebody to sit at lunch with. No, I understand.
His camera died. There's no screen for this now. However you have this set up, you can just join whenever.
What? Are you talking to me?
Whatever software you're using,
yes.
Anyone can just join and hop in, and now they're in the call.
No, that's not true.
Okay, how is it now?
Like there's Alien. I see Alien Bobcat, but he can't come in until we assign him. He's not in though. He can't come on the stream.
Well, they can't be seen. They can be heard. Alien, can you say something?
Nope, we can't hear him.
Alien.
Can you guys hear me? Hello?
Who said that?
Hello?
Who said that?
Kenny did.
Is that Kenny?
Who said that?
Kenny, what's going on, buddy? What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, I just want to make sure the audio is okay. It could be the internet in my area, so I'm not sure.
Sounds good now. What are we talking about, sir?
Sounds great. Yeah, well, I'm just like, once again, it's like you guys, man, just watching the world burning. And yeah, I see you're drinking. Actually, you're drinking water. I thought you were drinking liquor.
No, because I'm going to the protest tomorrow, so I need to be able. If I don't drink a lot of water before after I smoke pot, I'm hungover like a motherfucker. And I know that's rare to get a pot hangover, but that's a real thing. So yeah.
Oh, so you're attending the protest tomorrow, the No Kings protest?
You goddamn right I am. Yep.
Yeah, man. So
I love how you carried this conversation. When you go on a date with somebody, is it like this? Is it like, my name's Rochelle. Nice to meet you, Kenny. Okay.
Yeah.
What is a name?
Wait, remember, guys, I'm on the East Coast, so it's like 11:21 over
So
here.
is Bunny. So is Bunny. Danny, thank you for subbing, Danny. Latverdia Library, thank you for the super chat. Sasquatch hunting stream win. You show me where to hunt, and, I'll tell you what, win. The one thing I do miss about the LCU is we made a lot more money. We made tons of money last month on this channel, more than I've ever made. And that should be coming soon, by the way. I hate how YouTube pays people. It's a real slow process. But anyway, the point is, if we were still in the LCU, we probably could raise enough funds to do a Sasquatch hunting stream. But it's going to take us a while to build this channel to that. But we would love to. We would love to. Okay, what are we talking about, Kenny? What's happening?
Kenny.
I don't know. You tell me, man.
Kenny, listen, I am high as a kite, buddy. You have got to carry us through the NAM. You got to get us to the chopper in the jungle, baby, because I am not doing any heavy lifting at this point. You get what exactly the neuron that's firing is firing at that moment. The processing, which is never very good, is gone off. It's out to see a movie. It's not there tonight.
What's a name like a girl can have that would just like, nah, I'm not gonna date her. She could be really pretty, but her name is just
teeth.
So bad. What?
Vagina teeth.
If that was her name, you're like, I'm not
dating a woman with named Vagina Teeth, because there's either a reason she's called Vagina Teeth, a.k.a. she has teeth in her vagina, or her parents were so fucked up they named her Vagina Teeth, which means she probably had a really fucked up childhood, and you don't want to go anywhere near that. This has been Dating Tips with Dr. Bunny Button.
What if the parents named her that because she survived her mother's vagina teeth? But also, what if that is just an homage to the fact that she has dick lips? She changed her name in college to Vagina Teeth.
Teeth and lips are very different things, though.
I know. Well, if you have vagina teeth, you might as well have dick lips.
Okay.
Kenny, what do you want to talk about, buddy?
All right, Kenny.
I don't obviously. Well, that's the thing. I don't want to bore everyone because obviously with the recent headlines, and I'm such of a news junkie that so if you guys want to talk about the world is burning.
Too late.
But too late.
No, keep going. I'm high. Kenny, what do you want to talk about?
What's interesting? What's interesting is so am I. So, but normally when I am, I tend to be very more pensive. That's
well. Listen. Okay, so Jaffee. I'm a news junkie as well, and we did a big news stuff last night. But a lot of the people, and I get it, I understand that whether you ignore it entirely or you are inundated with it and you need a break, it's just people expressed last night that, a lot of people liked it and I like talking about it, but I think for Madhouse, maybe people aren't expecting that. So, but I love talking politics. I mean, cause it's the world, man. I think the world's, I saw a guy today, Kenny Rogers. Can I call you Kenny Rogers?
That's fine. I just want to say very quickly, which is why I didn't want to delve into those realms because obviously I don't want to, lower the mood, so to speak. So I was like, I didn't want to jump into that.
Yeah.
Once again, I did see the heading, so I was like, oh, okay, let me call in and talk about that. But once again, I don't want to.
No. Tech will tell it. No, just tell me. Just you talk about it, and we'll tell you if it's too dark. Go.
I mean, I guess one thing that I'm just very disturbed by, and I was listening to his name. I'm going to butcher his name, but it's Professor Mersheimer. I believe that's his name is Professor Mersheimer, and he was just talking about the issue that's going on over in Iran with Israel, and the many reverberations that are to come from that, and I wonder if people are, especially us being a gaming audience, if a lot of people are really processing what's happening and the many reverberations that's to come to that, so.
I mean, it's hard. I'm sure gamers, there's so many people are gamers now that I think there are lots of different types of people, some that are very engaged in this and some that are not. Good, Jaffee. That's great. Obviously, we knew where you were going with that. You have to say the not part.
Good job.
Thanks. But, yeah, I don't know. Come on. Listen, Kenny. Kenny, I'm gonna sing "Islands in the Stream," made famous by Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton, and you do the Kenny Rogers part, and I'll do the Dolly Parton part, and go.
I don't know that song.
What's a duet? You know. Do anything with Beyonce. You be Beyonce, and I'll just be Jay-Z going That's all he does.
Let's talk about
I love Jay-Z, but when he's on other people's stuff, at least Ludacris shows up and does something. But
think weed kills your Ritalin in your body?
Oh, I'm counting on it, you son of a bitch. I'm counting on it. Me? Yeah.
Okay, I'm happy. Okay, let's talk about hip hop. I'm happy you brought up hip hop because I don't know. I can't see what the folks are saying in the comment section, but one thing I will say about hip hop, especially now, I'm very disappointed in the quality of the music. I don't like the fact that because I produced music years ago, and there were many times where I thought about getting serious into the industry, but the more and more that I saw what they were putting out there, in terms of the quality, I just found it very distasteful. And yeah, it's just something that I'm not proud of.
What do you mean distasteful? You mean the subject matter of the music, or just the quality of the production?
The production is fine. The production side is fine. It's just like you said, the quality of the music, the lyrics, the content, the constant use of the N-word, and I'm gonna sleep with your wife, and I'm gonna kill your whole family, and and I understand that's a subgenre in certain instances, but what frustrates me is when I see the major record labels push out these type of artists constantly, when there are other artists that are just as talented. And I'll throw a name out, and anybody who's in the chat wants to look her up.
Frank Sinatra?
Her name is Lady. No, her name is Lady Leisure. If anybody ever get a chance, I'm going to chat. Look up Lady Leisure.
Okay.
You can find her on YouTube. You can find her on your favorite streaming platform, and listen to her, and then listen to what they put out there.
Right,
but
this
girl is very talented.
Yeah, but I mean that's got nothing to do with music industry. That has to do with industry, right? Every artistic industry is filled with the more interesting quality talent, but they're usually not the ones cashing the big checks and selling the movie tickets or the TV shows. They're the ones that do the off-Broadway plays, and every now and then they'll get lucky, but the music business isn't there to promote the art form. The music business is there to make money. And so they'll put shit out just like any other business. They'll put shit out if that's their main goal that the audience has shown them that they want. And maybe they'll have a small group that are like looking for the next big thing, but in terms of in the medium, not the A&R people. But yeah, I mean, that can't be a surprise. That's the way it's always been. It's always been that way.
Yeah, but to me, I just find it very disconcerting because I just don't think it's great for the art. I won't think if you want to put up, but my thing is that when everything is just like that, when everything is like rated R, so to speak, right?
But the thing is,
younger people that are listening.
Okay, but it sounds like you're just talking about like the top 40 stuff, right? I mean, there's plenty of music in all genres that, I mean, today's the best time ever in some ways. Or if your goal right now is to share your music with people who like it, there's no better time, right? Because the distribution is almost zero. I mean, my kid, who I think writes amazing songs, I keep saying, dude, let's produce like a demo and let's, but she's like, no, I'm just doing it for me. But she's been able to make songs and immediately put them up on the internet like everybody else, right? So it's a great time for that. But the business part of it, it's always been crappy, and now it's even worse because they have such a cut from all these other places. I don't know what I'm talking about. Look, it's water, everyone. Water. Yeah, this comes from aliens.
I definitely understand what you're saying, right? You're saying that the medium is there, that in other words, sex sells and violence sells, and that's what the people want, so that's what they're going to give them. But
yeah, but I would also argue though that it's not really sex or violence that's selling. It's a desire in the audience to feel that sense of bravado or invulnerability or badassness. It's less about going, I want to listen to this particular song that might be super vulgar, and going, now I'm going to go fuck somebody, and more about, I want to put this on when I'm working out. I want to be a badass motherfucker, so I'll do 5 more reps. I don't know anything about reps. I don't know what a rep is. It's something they say in the gym, I think. I've walked through a gym once and I heard someone say rep.
I just think like
I also heard somebody say, "Can I get a peanut butter sandwich?" I don't understand why they were saying that, Kenny.
Yeah, I just think artists like Sexy Red are a detriment to the hip hop game and to music, and the fact that she's promoted so heavily is just drives me nuts. So anyway, that was just my 2 cents on hip hop and what and where we're at with it.
Do you think this would be you produce music?
Yeah. You could. I have some stuff on Spotify. From years ago.
Give me a sick beat right now, and I'll give you some. I'll throw down some lyrics. I'll freestyle you. I don't know what I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna. Well, I have some stuff on Facebook. If you go on Facebook, just type in my name. You have to throw me. Toss me a funky beat. And we'll write a hit.
Right now. I have to go on my.
No, do it with your mouth hole.
He don't do it like that.
What do you mean don't do it like that? I could do it. Go don't don't. Give me something. I didn't say that was a funky phrase, but he's a producer. I don't know the music.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't make that. Okay.
You can find it online.
How about these lyrics? If you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends. That's all I've got so far. But yeah, and then Bunny added that part where you're like friends, right?
Yeah, put that in.
But you know, Kenny, I'm very high, and so I hate to. But you seem like a rational, logical fella. What if Eminem struggled for a while? Because I saw somebody in the chat write "mom's lasagna," but if he was like before he landed on spaghetti, maybe he was like mom's, casserole. No, mom's baked ziti. No, mom's Grubhub from Taco Bell. I know.
Mom's eggplant.
Once again,
mom's duck pog frangru. No, not working. Not working.
Once again, I cannot stress enough, Lady Leisure. Since on the topic of hip hop, I want to ask you a question about God of War. Jaffy, here's a great question I'd like to ask you.
Yes,
I'm gonna look her up.
Mr. Jaffy, I like to pick your brain, right?
Pick it, baby.
I don't know if you've been asked. This question before, because of all the God of War releases, right? Even the ones that you didn't work on, which one do you think is your favorite?
The one that had the theme song by Lady Leisure. The first one is my favorite because that's my baby. Now listen, Queen's Speech 4 or Black Panther?
Do Queen's Speech 4.
Here we go.
I think it was 3. I'm not sure. It was 3 or 4. That's one of her most. The one you see that's has the most views. I guess. I think it might be 3.
It's just banter.
I'm trying to put it up.
Too much like a black cap. Hey boss, why you stop chatting in the club for? Just dance, man. Like yo fam alam, yo fam alam. Ain't no girl better than. I'm on the roads, caravan. Let me do this fast.
You're
here.
I'ma keep it short.
Yeah, she's from the UK. Yeah, Chad, I'm serious. If you ever get a chance, please check her out.
Okay, Bukaki says. All right, I'll check her out. Bukaki says, I think these shows are bad for the channel. Imagine if it's your first time tuning in and this is what you get. Listen, if you're a first time watcher of Madhouse or this channel, you have to understand we get high on Friday. That's it. That's all you need to know. The rest of the week we cover games, we stream live events, we do Madhouse, we do a show called Cabinet Games, I play games. But on Friday, what do we do, Kenny?
We get high.
Yeah. Bunny, what do we do on Friday, Bunny?
We had the bodies.
After you're done terrorizing the Jews, I mean.
Oh, we get high.
We get high. That's right.
But also I must stress as well, guys. I mean, that's why I was alluding to earlier. Yes, we're a gaming community and we love the art form, but just like the quote says or the title says, technically the world is on fire right now, guys. So
it's terrible.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure everyone is on edge
to
an extent. Like literally in a couple of hours, there's going to be a nationwide protest that could get violent. And on top of that, you have certain counties, certain jurisdictions. I don't know if you guys saw that video about the sheriff down in Florida.
Yeah.
And what he had to say about protests, like
about throwing bricks.
Yeah. So for the younger folks in the comment section, I think we all could agree as gamers that even after this, I'm going to game later. I'm going to replay some Resident Evil 2. Feel like playing that. Play some FC 25. If anybody wants to play against me, I'm Sense Logic on PlayStation. So yeah. If everybody's in any FIFA players in the chat, you can add me and we could play together.
How was it
man,
when you sang with Dolly Parton? What was that like when you wrote Islands in the Stream and did that with her?
Yeah. What was that like?
Are you guys asking me that? Because I'm like, what the fuck?
Kenny, yeah.
Yeah, Kenny.
What about The Gambler? What inspired you to write The Gambler?
Yeah.
I'm not listening to the Dolly part. I'm sorry.
No. What inspired you to write The Gambler? That was yours, not Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
Gambler?
The song. You wrote The Gambler.
No, I didn't.
Remember you were in the movie Six Pack about the race car driver?
Yeah,
I'm listen, guys. I oops. I was gonna say I'm high, but I'm not that high. Okay. Jesus Christ.
Remember when it's like Matt DeMarco says The Onion says Netanyahu calls Iran strikes necessary to prevent the war he just started. Oh, terrible. Is anything happening new in the Israel-Iran thing, or it's the same shit? They're lobbing missiles and a few get in through the Iron Dome, but that's terrible, but not as bad as it could be.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much where we're at right now. So. And whatever talks that they were having, that's pretty much down the toilet as well. So they pretty much burned that bridge. And because they exploited a huge 0 day yesterday. So that's how, in my opinion, we know it's like there's really no turning back from here. We're pretty much back to 2003 Iraq, Afghanistan.
I'd love to be back in 2003 for every other reason. Remember, there was that Gary Coleman was so small, and it was like he couldn't grow up normal. No, he never got a straight shot in anything because he was so tiny. But then you have to say, well, would he have been better off if he hadn't become famous? What do you think about Gary Coleman? He's on the lips of everyone these days as we think about Gary Coleman, as we do every day in America. Bunny, what do you have to say about good Sir Gary Coleman? And what happened? Didn't we have a producer of this show at some point?
Yeah, I hear you.
Where did Tech go? You want a job, Kenny? You want to produce this show? Because I don't know where the fuck our producer went.
I can hear.
I hear you just fine.
No, maybe.
Jaffee, are you me? I don't. Are you kidding me? You don't hear Tech at all. Bunny, look me in the eye.
About this, how about you just ask the chat what they want us to talk.
Do you hear him?
I hear him. But
Bunny, don't do. No, where is he? There's.
I can hear back. See him. I think maybe he needs to leave and come back.
I don't know where did he. There's no way on God's green earth he's on this show. It says he's there. You're here. Why aren't you on the stream? There you are.
My PC died. I typed it out.
Oh. Bro, this stream is a fever dream, says Splicer, sitting on her bike as she decides to be nicer to Jaffee and Bunny and Tech and Kenny and Kenny's longtime collaborator, Dolly Parton.
Oh, Dolly.
Oh, Slicer. Where did your mother and I go wrong?
Guys, what time is it? Let me go.
All right, Kenny. It's time to go. Go, because Dolly's a goddamn drunk. Go take care of your wife, Kenny. Jesus Christ, this guy. Call in when I'm not high. We'll have a real conversation, buddy. I can't do that tonight. Come on.
Hey, and be safe out there tomorrow, okay?
Maybe.
All right, we love you, man.
They can't fuck with me.
All right, so be good, bro.
I made God of War. All right, bye. You ate at Kenny Rogers Roasters, Matt DeMarco. That's good. That's good.
That's cool.
Yeah, get on here, Loud Pack 420. Come on, is he on there? Is he in the collab cam? What's going on?
No.
Yeah, he wants to do a bong rip. Let's go, baby. Oh, first let's bring on Alien Booby Corn. I love it when I made a name up.
Booby.
Hello, Alien. Hello, Alien. Wonderful camera.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, champion?
My bad, I had the stream playing. What's up?
I don't know. You
You're
called
right.
us.
Like those prison TikToks.
Right. What's Jaffee's not leaving his house tomorrow. He can't even stream the day after smoking weed. You fuck off, you moronic. I got nothing.
Can you guys hear me?
We can. How are you, Bobcat? Bobcorn. Bobby.
How's it going, Mr. Jaffee? What's up, Bunny Tech?
I'm very high right now. How is your day going, sir?
I've been doing good. I've been playing Black Ops 6, watching your Gab in the games earlier.
Awesome.
I want to talk about. Well, there's a couple things I want to talk about.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 demo? Have you played it?
Downloaded it. I haven't played it yet.
I played it for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and I uninstalled it.
Why? What's wrong with it?
It's not the original third. Like, I like the third original. I don't know. It's not nostalgia type of thing.
Oh, I understand now. Hey, listen, you know what a great fucking game is, though? I'm telling you, Tech. When you get your computer fixed, that ball pit, holy fuck. It is the most addictive. It'll be a game of the year contender. At the same places that gave like Balatro or Vampire Survivors nominations, it'll be a fucking game of the year contender. It is the most addictive, fun, interesting, and it's simple, but it is so deep. It is I don't mean so deep like chess, but it's so deep in the sense that there is a lot that you can think about and make really interesting choices. That it's good stuff. It
looks like a game that I'll play for like 7 minutes, uninstall and refund it.
Yeah, no. Do you have a PC?
I wish.
Oh, okay. It's on PC on Steam Next Fest. No, it is. I get it. I think it's a terrible title. I think it is a game that looks like, why would I want to play this? But it's delightful. It's fucking delightful.
Yeah, and Black Ops 7, I seen Black Ops 7 trailer, I was like, bro, like, why? We just got Black Ops 6, like this year, you know what I mean? Last year?
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing that. I have no clue. Obviously we would expect Call of Duty every year, but Black Ops, they usually alternate, so I have no clue. Maybe the other teams just weren't going to be ready, and these guys could say, okay, let's buff out our DLC that we had planned and make that a standalone title and add like another 6 months of development and release it. I don't know. You never know.
Yeah, this is gonna be terrible.
Listen,
it's not terrible.
I don't want to scare you. I'm eating gummy worms. They're not real worms. So if you see me eating something that looks like a worm dish, anyway.
So it's not edibles?
No, baby, I'm smoking this. Come on now.
Butter, little butterfly.
So you can get more high.
Listen, I have to escape. I'm using marijuana and drugs to escape because the way the world is right now, good sir, I'm sad. Underneath my fear and anger is sadness. I almost cried today. I know, shut up. I did. I was talking to somebody about it. I didn't cry like a fucking, when Bing Bong died in Inside Out. I bawled like a motherfucker in that scene. I mean, I'm sitting in the theater. My kids are next to me on each side, and I'm just like, oh my God. I cried. What a beautiful scene. So, but I didn't cry like that, Alien. What I cried like was more just sort of getting very emotional because it's just a real rough time right now.
Yeah, protest.
Iran, Israel.
Gotta be safe out there, dude. Like, I don't want nothing to happen to you.
Let me explain something to you. I worked on calling a car, sir.
Oh, by the way, this
I
is a guy
survived
that
run to
joined.
death. Nothing can kill me.
There's a guy in the chat. I mean, in the Streamlabs, he's talking, but like he can't hear us because you gotta wait. I think he gotta wait. So
what's his name? Is that
Loudpack?
Captain Loudpack? Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll bring him on in a minute, but we got to bring you on. We got to talk to you first because we do one at a time.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk a little bit faster. That way he can join.
Yeah, what's your main topic?
else?
What's your main topic? Let's go. Give me something good.
That one, the protest. Yeah, this is mainly that, like the protest.
All right. You going to the protest tomorrow? You going to the protest to protest your goddamn freedoms?
No.
Why not?
I don't live in California. I live in Florida.
There's protests all over the country. No King's Day, baby.
I don't know. If they attack me, I'm defending myself. That's what I gotta say.
If who attacks you?
The protest. How
Why would the protest attack you?
You see how they're attacking other people's like cars and shit? Like rioting?
That's not the protest. That's rioters. I'm not going to a riot.
I can't tell the difference.
Well, you need to go back to school then, because they're very different. One is defended and people have fought and died for our right to do it, and the other is, against the law. So they're very different. They're very different.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Alien Bobcorn. Is it Bobcorn or Bobcat?
Bobcorn. It's Bobcorn.
Bobcore or corn?
Corn.
Okay, well, forgive me. Don't get all pissy with me, Alien and Bunny. It's a stupid last name, so forgive me for wanting to make sure you chose corn as your last name.
You can read it.
He's high as a kite. That's why you can read it.
Corn. There's a lot.
Call him Alien.
I know, that's a great first name, but it's like Alien Finkelstein. Why would you choose Bobcorn? The fuck is Bobcorn? Wait, well, that's easy. That's the corn over there that was grown by Bob. Oh, I see.
Go back to 7-Eleven. Go buy some bag of ice cubes. How about that?
Okay. I'm okay. I'll go. I'm a man of sophistication. His name, Darth says his name is Bob and he loves his corn. I guess that's true. What? Why? How much more do I have to explain? I'm Bob, and I think corn is great. Oh, okay. That's totally fair. Oh, Lord. Annie, the way you look tonight. What's the deal with corn nuts? That's right. What is the deal with corn nuts? All right. Thank you, Alien Bob.
All right.
Bob.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
All right, Alien Corn on the Cob, Bob. All right. See you, buddy. All right. Let's bring in. I like corn too, Sticky. We're going to bring in a fellow who likes to go by the name of Captain Loudpack. Yeah. There he comes. Hang on now. Where is he? Where are you? Find and fulfill.
Can y'all hear me?
Your destiny. Yeah. Alien. No, you're Bob. Captain Bob Pack. Now look, we're going to do a rip of the marijuana. But we have to have the... What is it, Tech? Tech, you just look so sad. What's going on?
Stop,
Tech, don't look so sad, man.
Get with the fucking party, pal.
Tech, don't look so sad, bro. Don't look so sad.
Why you look so sad? Da, 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 da. Hang on now.
I was muted. Hey, it's Tech Protect. How's it going? I'm doing a good... we're doing a bong rip. Let's do a bong rip with Captain Loudpack. You guys ready?
Wait, don't fake it. Now you're just fucking faking it.
What
What?
Jaffee? Get your weed, bunny. Let's get to it.
Hang on. You're just...
You guys ready? I'm going to count you down.
No.
10,
Wait. I'm not doing it.
9,
Wait a minute. Can you hear me?
8.
Can you guys hear me? Bunny, don't...
Yes, I can hear you.
Well, no, we're not ready. We're not ready.
We're not ready?
We're ready.
No, we're not ready. We need to get a song.
No, we don't.
How'd you do?
Play some Willie Nelson.
See you've met, man.
Hang on. Can you hear that?
Why you've just been on this tear of like I'm gonna play copyright music as much as I want.
Because because
I
I do that because it's fun. And it's not like we make any money off the marketing.
Yeah, but I don't want any more copyright claims on our account to negatively affect our analytics.
Okay, then this will be the last one. Here we go. The last one. This is the last one. You never told me it would affect our analytics. Then I
have multiple times.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Can you believe that, Bunny? He would say that he would.
Are we sparking?
Wait a minute. What happened, Bunny?
I think he's making that up.
I think yeah.
You guys hear me?
Yeah. Hang on, champion.
Okay. Okay.
All right, let's smoke.
How'd you do, man? See, you've met my faithful hand in hand. He's just a little brought down because
when you knocked, he thought you were the Candyman. Go, Tech, go!
Don't get strong.
He doesn't know this.
Frank
By the way,
donated $4.99 through Superchat.
Jaffee, you're the GOAT, bro. You're the GOAT.
Wait. Frank Blasey says, Jaffee, you've always mispronounced my last name. Even when I corrected you, it's my only pet peeve and you still do it. It's pronounced Blasey.
Jaffee, check it out, bro.
Oh, Frank, thank you for the super chat. Zoom in, baby. Let me see that.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out how I can turn the camera around on here.
Yeah,
I don't know.
well, we've all got troubles, pal. See, we've all got troubles. Yeah, that's what makes us all bound together in this whole existence. Well, let me tell you something. What's happening, Tech? What are you doing?
Jaffee.
Okay, your face, you look like this. You went. K-Nubs, thank you for ascending to the Cult of Calypso. We appreciate it. Thanks, Frank Splazzy. And thank you, K-Nubs. Thank you, buddy. I love that. But listen, you have to understand right now, I'm so high that I can't give it the respect it deserves. It looks beautiful. It looks like a lot of work went into it, and I like it. Tech, what are you doing? Are you having a stroke?
No, I'm clearing my Glock.
Oh, here it is, Jaffee.
Well, why?
It's like stuck. It's stuck in a.
Okay, can you make sure my child is nowhere in any kind of proximity to where the bullet would
He's working
fire?
out in the bedroom. We're fine.
Is the gun aimed at her?
Yeah, that's exactly the type of thing I'll do.
Listen, I'm have to protect that child.
Are we still playing Spotify?
No. Turn text volume up. I don't know, man. You're up all the way on my end. Maybe you're not. Say something, Tech.
Hello.
That's not Tech. Say something, Bunny B.
I'm saying something.
Yeah, I don't know why Tech is not any louder. He's turned up all the way here.
This is me, Techie Protect.
Pro-talkage, I think, says.
Pro-talkage.
What kind of show is this? I don't know, man. Man, it's a great fucking internet show.
It's a great show, man. It's awesome.
Say Blase with the letter E. Yeah, the only thing weird about your name is Blase is usually spelled with an S.
Okay, hey, Jaffee, I'm going to let you get your other callers up in here, okay? I don't want to take up too much of your time.
We owe you a design document. As high as I am, I know that. I have it.
Hey, look, you know I just had a birthday, right?
Of course I know that. Why would I know that? Happy birthday to you.
Yes, sir. I just turned 46.
Birthday
46, man. 46. I made it.
Happy birthday, dear Aaron. I don't know your real name. Happy birthday to you. Ooh.
That's awesome. All right, hey, man, you take care, okay?
All right,
Get
buddy.
your other callers.
Listen, call back when I'm not high. I'd love to talk to you with the respect you deserve being such a big fan of God of War. I'm too high, baby. I'm too high, baby.
No, man. Hey, no, it's Friday, man.
It's
Friday.
Right.
Enjoy your evening,
you
man.
Ever heard of that song, Friday? And it's like, it's Friday from Rebecca Black.
Friday.
Yeah. That's the one. Yeah.
Later, guys.
All right.
Later.
Goodbye. Where did he
Goodbye.
go? Where did he go? Now, someone else is waiting to come on? No, I don't see anyone else. All right. But happy birthday, buddy. Happy fucking birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Yep.
Woo!
His birthday.
What's
wrong with you, Ted?
Yeah, what's going on? This is not the good
Wow.
look.
Thank you, Frank Blasey.
Don't fake it.
No.
$2. Say
Wow.
Blaze and follow with the E. Blazy. Good God. All right, thank you. Sorry, Frank Blasey. Frank Blasey, $5. Jaffee. We already said that one. Choo choo for Alien Bobcorn. Thank you, K-Nubs.
Why don't you come on in here, Bukaki? We'll let Tech have the rest of the night off.
Tech always killing the vibes, dude. SMH. I haven't seen Bukaki in a hot minute.
He's been around.
Not on the Discord.
He's been over on that Bud Crazy's channel. I got pissed at Bud Crazy today in the Discord.
Did you?
Yeah, well, I didn't get pissed at him, but he was like, Madhouse is not what it was, or it's not Mad anymore. You want Mad, come on over to the circus or something. And I'm like, I think it's great. He's trying to build a channel and stuff, and I don't even mind helping him promote the goddamn thing. But don't insult the thing that you're basically using to promote your own shit. But, you know, he's probably just excited. And I don't blame him. It's fun to start channels. I like doing that.
What you thinking, Jaffy?
I'm thinking how nice it is that you can hear frogs and crickets from your home. That reminds me of being in the South. That's such a nice sound to fall asleep to, you know?
Yeah, it is nice.
Amber Heard's turd says it's more mad than ever. I agree, Amber Heard's turd. Of course I read Discord. I talk in Discord. It's our Discord. But Crazy says that's not what I was doing. It is what you were doing, and I think it's great. It sounds like you want to build a channel, like a YouTube channel. Why would I not support? I think that's wonderful. It's wonderful. Remember Canty Canty? Says K-Nubs, remember Goosebumps? I do. But anyway, yeah. So what do you think about those guys? I get knocked down, but I get up again. You think now they have this unrealistic pressure to always get back up because they're known for that? Sometimes it's okay just to lay on the mat and go, you know what? Life kicked my ass today. I'll get up tomorrow, right? Or maybe they can argue it and say, well, no, we never gave you a timeline in the song. We didn't say we get knocked down and we get up again within 5 seconds. They just get up again. As long as they get up again, they have their entire lives to not be called a liar.
Yeah.
And then by the time they're dead, it doesn't matter. So, you know, I used to do a kip up to that song. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was
Jeff. How do you feel about
Oh yeah, I love them.
Scotland.
I don't really.
Scotland has like a law, an ancestral law of like free passage. You're able to like enter through people's properties, like through their gates to like get to your destination. You can just like cross private property.
My guess is that probably doesn't really get practiced that often.
It does.
So if I lived in Scotland, I could walk into anyone's house.
If you're like, oh, there's this farmer's home or this person's residential home, blocking the way for me to get to like the river or the stream, and I just want to walk through it. Yeah, if I enter their property through a gate and I close the gate behind me to like leave it how it was, you can just do that.
You're talking about just, like that on their property.
On anyone's property.
I'm gonna click on this lady, okay, and get a date with her. It says Japanese dates.
You see how I was like trying to direct you to something?
No, go continue. Go about the Scottish people.
You're sharing your screen, Jaffee. If a titty comes up on there,
it's
I'm
not
ending
a
the show.
nude site.
If it comes up, I'm ending the show.
Fine. It's not a nude site. It's a dating site.
Have you been there before?
No, but it's being advertised on the Drudge Report. What would I? Look at her. She's beautiful. What's wrong with her? What, you don't like Asian people?
Stop sharing your screen. Also, I'm dating your Asian daughter.
Well,
Today, everybody. Thank you for checking out the Madhouse.
Do not fuck with our stream, you fuck. What is your problem?
Sharing your fucking Asian dating site.
It's not an Asian dating site. It's the Drudge Report.
It an Asian dating site.
What I'm saying is, you can go to look how she's everywhere. This is a sign. She wants to be with me. Oh, yeah, I know. I don't know what it says. They're also sending me this guy though. Oh, that's a news story. But yeah, no. Look. I always show my screen. That's part of the show. Look, there's the EWU cams and the protests. What are you talking about? Don't share your screen.
If you're going to be looking at Asian women singles in your area.
I wasn't looking at singles in my area. There's the Drudge Report.
You got this, buddy.
Are you looking at singles?
No, look at the people in the hats, though. Assholes. I think anybody goes home, they go home and they're just like, you know what, honey, I hate this job. And they say, well,
Frank Last has just donated $4.99.
No, it's doing it. It's doing it.
Get bent Hefe. I wrote the something else, but it wouldn't let me send it. This moderator sucks. I think you would have laughed.
Well, listen, I did try to set up what was it, the text to speech that's a little more advanced. I just haven't done that yet. That's my story. Isn't that great? But I can't control the AI moderating, man. But thank you for the super chat, Frank. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Frank.
Thank you very much.
All right, tech. What's in the news? What do you think the people watching this chat want to hear about? Why don't they come to us and say, this is a topic.
Bunny and Tech are doing most excellently.
Thank you, JSD. Thank you so much for the membership for 16 months. Jaffee, your girlfriend and your daughter shouldn't have a lot in common. Okay.
Where do you think daughters come from if not your partner, idiot?
My ex, who's that child's mama, was Eurasian, so clearly I was enjoying the Asian.
What is Eurasian?
Her dad was like Caucasian, is Caucasian, and the mom.
That's Asian.
No, it's called. You've never heard.
Asian.
That might be the slang term, but it is called Eurasian, like Europe.
Is Eurasian the medical term? What do you
mean?
Yeah,
look up Eurasian. You've never heard of Eurasian before?
Bunny, what's more familiar, Wasian or Eurasian?
Well, like, I feel like for our age group, Wasian, but I've also heard...
Yeah, Eurasian's just the proper term for it. You can say Wasian if you want. I don't give a fuck. But I'm a very learned man. I'm using the clinical term.
Yeah, it's clinical.
Pop, pop. That's what us cultured, learned people say. Pop, pop. Tech has 100% become a prude. It has hurt the show a bit. Dude needs to learn to roll with it. Look, he's got a big week coming up, big 2 weeks coming up because he's moving here. There's a lot of shit going on. I think
he's just a troll. I don't give a fuck what he said.
I think he'll be fine because he may be a troll, but we notice it. It's more than we would like it to be.
No, you're off the rails, Jaffee.
I'm high, you whore.
Yeah, and I'm supposed to be your fucking rails.
Yes,
and then I'm railing you, and you're not taking the railing.
You're railing?
What exactly have you said to not do?
To stop streaming your fucking Asian dating site. I'm gonna do it if I want to.
I didn't do it.
The last one.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I took it off the screen.
I hear you, but you're like, no, Doug is a little baby boy right now.
I'm saying the chat is saying that, and I'm saying that I can see that.
You also said that Jaffee shouldn't be a streamer. He's just an angry little fucking libtard. Like, it's Jed Dempsey.
Oh, he's an idiot. David K, thank you for the super chat. Idiots can be right every now and then.
Yeah,
but
Frank Glass is right. Take the rail, I'm trying to rail, Jaffee.
What's the rail? That's the.
I was like, oh, do you know about the ancient Scottish tradition of going through the countryside with your pure freedom wherever you want to be, right? And you're like, look at these Asians, dude. Oh, single Asians?
K-Nub says maybe Jaffee would listen to Tech more if his volume was up. I don't know how to fix that. That's not me. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it, K-Nubs.
It's up for me, and I don't know how to fix it.
I wish I could. Oh, bunny. So, yes, you can go to Scotland and run through people's houses, right? That's where we were.
Isn't that cool?
You can't go in their houses. It's
Yes,
on
you
their
can.
property.
Well, their house is their property, Bunny Button.
Like, not their house.
Like
You can like go through their front yard, their backyard.
Anyone in Scotland can just do
farm.
that.
Yeah. Even if you're not like a Scottish national.
Okay, so what you're basically saying is it's just public property. We have that too. It's just called public property.
It's their private property. They
It clearly isn't.
Well, their definition of private property is just different than ours.
Thus, it's basically our version of public property.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
argue about it.
And I think it might even extend to camping on their property, but not day camping. I mean, like the sleep away.
Do you know that the greatest love of all is learning to love yourself? That is the greatest love of all. And if I chance this something, Jed Dempsey drops a super chat, sticking it where the sun don't shine to Tech Protect. He says, one moment. TTF.
Frank Blazy has just donated
Blazy, right, Blazy.
$4.99 through Super Chat. $5 means me can say
Frank
poo poo
Blazy.
oops poo poo me think it be fart but oops poo poo. Also inflation means more poo poo I poo poo.
Well, the chat heard it. You guys didn't, I don't think. And then K-Nub says, now this right here is a college-educated man. Jed Dempsey says, Tech, can you show where I said that about Jaffee? Making shit up because you got the slightest criticism is wild.
Have you ever timed out Jed Dempsey?
I always see Jed Dempsey and I think of like a 50s nightclub crooner. Now, welcome to the stage, the man who wrote and sung the #1 hit last summer, Betty Sue.
Jesus Christ. I'm trying to look through
Have you
his
gotten
chat
fat?
history. All right,
Jed Dempsey.
Let you do this.
Here he is, folks. I don't think I've ever been timed out, says Jed. Huge reaction, says someone just realized they had free will with that last dono. That's pretty good. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Now, what is it? Tech, what are you doing?
He's grumpy.
He's always grumpy. What is the deal?
It's like guaranteed on a Friday.
Oh, Bunny, I'm just playing with you, Bunny. When I do it with you, I'm playing with you. You know that. I'm flirting. No, I'm flirting. That's how I flirt.
You flirt with everybody then, because you get snappy at everybody.
What's the last thing I said to you that was snappy, Bunny? Don't do that to me.
I'm not saying mean.
You're
pretty nice to me most of the time.
I'm always nice to you, Bunny. I'm always making sure these weirdos, serial killers and stalkers, we take care of them. You don't know, if you knew half the people we've had to put down that came within an arm's length of putting you in a van. In fact, you may recognize Tech as the Mexican guy who saved you at the gas station. Oh, Lord.
Wow.
Greg,
English is so good now.
Greg says, Tech is the best thing about this damn show. Y'all best put some respect on it. Look, we love Tech. He's great, but you don't know which Tech you're going to get on each night. And what I love, my favorite part is I can kind of forgive the Frank guy who called in. Or I can kind of forgive what's the guy with the Kratos God of War guy, Pack 420 or whatever, for going, I thought I was going to call in and talk to just Jaffee, and he's being weird. Tech's producing the show. He saw the thumbnail that said Friday High Day. He saw the announcement that said, hey, we're going to smoke and get high. And now he's acting like he's feeling disrespected because I'm not following his producer recipe. Buddy, I'm looking at Bunny right now, and I'm literally thinking about putting her on a box of Lucky Charms.
Americans that go to their jobs high as fuck, and they do their jobs.
Okay.
Why can't you do your job high, Jaffee? Stop using it as an excuse. Be functional.
Are you in Mario? Are you Mario?
It's been a great stream, everybody.
Shut up, baby. Tech's gonna cry in the shower. Tech, where's the receipt? What do you got to say to Jed Dempsey, baby?
Jed Dempsey, I don't know if you've been timed out or not, but I can only see your comments for the last 3 episodes. For other people, I can see like the past.
No. He said 20. You said something about
you
me.
You hear what I'm saying live, Jaffee, with my mouth hole.
Yeah, but you've already made a mistake. That's not what he's at.
Through the chat history that he's engaged in, and only goes 3 episodes back.
You have to understand, Bunny. Why doesn't Tech understand I'm high? I don't understand. He's grumpy. Bunny, I'm not grumpy.
He's so grumped up. I know you're like pretty chill.
I'm a pretty chill guy.
Pretty chill.
Yeah, I think
Smooth.
let me tell you, do that thing you do when you're like, what is that you do? It's like means I'm gonna get you. I'm a snake. I'm gonna get you.
My grandma used to hiss a lot and like make weird gestures at people.
But to be fair, she thought of herself as something of a witch, right?
A lot of this.
Yeah. Did she ever do this and go till you do right by me, everything you do gonna fit? Because that's what Celie did, but she wasn't a witch. She was just an abused housewife. Mister, what an asshole. Kick Tech, don't need producer for the rest of the show, says Kane Hubs. He's having a rough day. Anyway, doesn't Tech smoke? He does. He's having a rough day. He's producing the show. But I never understand that when he gets upset with me when I'm high and he's like, you're not being logical. I know. Maybe it's got something to do with this that we don't have a sponsorship for.
Yeah, go work on
it. Oh, Lord. I'm tired, Jaffee. I just had back to the head injury. What? Wait, what? I'm tired, Jaffee. I just got back head injury calls with the EMS at my... Are you in the EMS? Or were they just calling you? I don't understand what they're saying. Morgan, what? I don't know what he's saying. I love that Willie Farnsworth continually tries to make us feel bad because the show goes long and he doesn't get his beauty sleep. And it's like, buddy, you got to stop with that. You know that's not the reason. Oh, Willie's a delightful young lad. I'm a security guard, says Morgan. We had to call for EMS. Where are you? What are you securing? The MMA ring? What is happening? You get it, Bunny? Because he's in. Yeah. I like that joke I just did. Bunny?
Yeah.
Bunny.
Yeah.
Let us. No.
What?
No,
Oh,
Bunny.
yeah.
No.
Well,
Not from a Jedi.
no, I don't Star Wars.
You work at a hotel. Jaffee, don't even remember. You're only Lady... Look, I know who you are, but that doesn't mean I know where you work.
Who?
Morgan?
Oh.
I know Morgan is Izzy, but I don't know where Izzy works. Why would I know these things? Wait, where is Tech? Tech needs to come in here so he can make sure the show is entertaining. Where is he? Where did he go? Bunny.
He got mad.
Have you ever heard the story of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
He's talking in the chat. I don't think he's actually grumped up.
I don't think so either. It's so... Is he back? I don't understand.
Are you happy now?
I don't see him. I have to click this button. Oh, look, there he is.
Yeah.
Oh, look. I know that one. Where did you go?
You make me grumpy, Jaffee.
Who gives a shit?
Me, the guy who's grumpy. Obviously.
The job. That's like, I got nothing. Listen.
Don't be a little grumpy puss.
Grumpy puss. What does it say about me that every time around this year, I get so excited and I'm like, I'm going to go back to Comic-Con. But every time I go back, I hate it. I used to love Comic-Con, but it is just too, it's too crowded. It's too crowded. Morgan says she's a security guard at a hotel. I appreciate that information. What I'm asking you is, why do you have 3 injuries in one night? Is your hotel like set in a bad part of town? Damn it.
Oh.
In a really nice area, actually.
I won anyway. Oh, hotels, the Diddy Hotel. You live in San Diego, Jaffee. Comic-Con is 3 blocks. Oh, I know. I've been, get up there. You can get up there. I've been to Comic-Con for many years, and I love it, but it just got too crowded.
When's the next one?
July 27th. We can go outside into a bunch of events, but we can't get in.
Why?
Because I usually can get a pro badge, but you have to sign up for that in September, and all the actual just Gen Pop tickets have been sold out for probably 6 months already, 5 months.
Let's just reach out and be like, I'm David Jaffee.
Well, you're my producer. You reach out. That's fine. Yeah.
Give me access to your socials again so I can start doing stuff like that.
All right, cool. All right.
This is month 2 of asking for you to send me your
I
Twitter
am
login.
high. Splicer, who works in the listen. Splicer works in the. We have a comic book maker in the chat. That's fun. Splicer says Comic-Con feels like work because it is work. But I want to know what comics books you work on. I like Marvel Unlimited. Marvel Unlimited is like my 2nd or 3rd favorite subscription every year. Although the DC Unlimited is starting to get pretty good. I come in and out with DC. I love superheroes though, man. I always have. I heard somebody say they represent the best parts of ourselves and who we would be if we just stopped being assholes and got our shit together. Not all of them, of course. Some of them are assholes too. Certainly Superman, Captain America. Yeah. Green Lantern till he went nuts.
If you could have any B tier superheroes' powers, who would it be? So no Superman, no Green Lantern, no Spider-Man.
Well, okay, I would take... Well, Bunny, you go first.
I don't know.
Okay, I would take the powers of Doctor Strange.
That's an A tier.
Well, okay, fine. So then I'd take Wong's power. I would take the superpowers from Mary Jane, Spider-Man's girlfriend, because she just got powers and they call her Jackpot, and it's so cool. She can only do her powers. When she activates her powers and it's not infinite, she has no clue what it's going to be. So sometimes she can fly, other times she has super strength, other times she just talks and like soap bubbles come out of her ears. And it's like, well, this is my power for the day. I guess I got to fight the Green Goblin with soap coming out of my ears. That would be fun. Oh, come on now.
What?
Did you see the I hate Comicsgate, Willie Farnsworth. They're a bunch of assholes. Just admit to being, well, I know she's Venom now, or she has been Venom. I know, I think they're a bunch of misogynists and racist and or incelian people who, nothing wrong with being an incel, but there's being an incel because you want to have sex but you can't. And then there's somebody who buys into all the bullshit. It's the bullshit I'm talking about. So I don't even know what I'm talking about. So I'm not bad guys. Hello, Marvin. Marvin, how are you, boy?
It'd be Darwin.
Darwin's a character?
Yeah, Darwin from the X-Men, who he evolves to adapt to whatever environment he's in.
Emotionally, mentally, physically?
No, you drop him in a volcano and he'll become lava proof. Right?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Darwin, I get it. That's
Darwin.
cool. That's pretty good.
Yeah. So he just evolves himself so rapidly. So you shoot him and he's like, well, now my skin is impervious to bullets.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Granted, the first bullet got through.
No.
So I'm dying.
It hits the skin and the skin's like, nope.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
He gets hit by Superman's laser beams, his little eye beams. He's like, nah, it doesn't affect me. He dissipates.
But everything is that?
Everything.
Okay, so he's basically
immortal.
Power Man?
Well, he can't just make powers. You throw him in space and he's no longer requires oxygen to function.
So he evolves along he instantly evolves to the point that whatever killed him would
whatever's
not kill
going
him.
to kill him is
Right.
gonna not kill him. So a big weight, like a building falls on him.
Yeah.
He has the strength to get the debris off of him and get out.
But the thing about him though, is if he evolves, he could eat anything he wanted.
Yep.
Because he could just evolve that it wouldn't be unhealthy.
Yeah, but what's stupid is in the X-Men movie that came out where they showed him, some guy put a bomb in his mouth and closed his mouth, and it killed him. It exploded inside of him. But in the comics, that literally happened at one point where he swallowed a bomb and his body just evolved to not take the damage.
Where did he do this in the movie? What movie?
I think it's the one where they're showing off Mystique for the first time. It's one of those
okay.
It's before Future Past or whatever.
So,
they killed him off in a shitty way.
He's kind of like a version of kind of like Rogue or Taskmaster, but it's more interesting.
Yeah, so it's he can develop powers to stop him from dying. Taskmaster is just I master everything I see or whatever. But for this guy, it's I'll survive everything. It's because he was black.
Survive.
Yeah, he was. Oh, X-Men First Class. He says, it was X-Men First Class that came out. He died that way.
You're a colorist now for G.I. Joe. Oh, nice. Is that? Did I see something where what's his name, Larry Hama, is going to come back and write some G.I. Joes, or he's already been doing that for IDW? I don't know. Bunny.
Tech don't even know who G.I. Joe is.
No, he has no clue.
I looked it up since we had that conversation.
Yeah.
He's like the spin-off of the guy from Street Fighter, right?
No, they're the people who are always asking for your papers. That's G.I. Joe. Because they're the army.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
G.I. Joe was like a 60s action figure, a military dude, but then he started going on these crazy adventures and blah, 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 and he just became G.I. Joe, and now G.I. Joe is they exist to fight Cobra, which is a multinational terrorist organization, which really is probably going to be what ends us all. And so they have these fights. It is a real bummer, Bunny. Mm-hmm. They have these fights, and we never see them fight. So I think they're really fast, but they're protecting us all. And they're a real American hero. Frank Blasey says, what does Darwin do when he's the father on Maury? Maury Povich. What? Because somebody says, it's a good question, though. You could say, okay, well, what if you go to Darwin and you murder a totally innocent person in front of him? Well, is his brain sad? And does the brain know that it could lead to something bad happening because he's been sad because he saw that? And so does it erase that memory? Or does it prevent him from mental maladies?
He's been able to evolve to withstand psychic attacks in the comics.
Interesting.
Here's a question for you. What if you were gifted a power by a genie, or eating a pound of poop made a pound of gold?
No.
Current prices for a pound of gold is $40,000.
A pound of poop? Would I die?
No, you could you can mix it into your lasagna.
But
over
you
time.
Wouldn't. But you wouldn't
once
die.
you accumulate 1 pound.
But you
well,
would. Right. But you
bad
would.
For you.
there's no health risk. It's just a gross contest. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, let's say this power, no health risk.
Yeah, because I would only do it if I absolutely had to. That's not the only thing I could eat, right?
Yeah, you can eat whatever you want.
So just whenever I needed the gold.
A total of 1 pound of poop.
Sure.
You materialize a pound of gold in your hand.
Yeah, so I'll probably basically put it in very small trace amounts and flavor the shit out of it, literally. And then eventually when I needed the money, if I had to sit down and get high and eat a plate of shit, I would.
It's $40,000, Bunny.
For some gold, Bunny.
$40K.
You wouldn't taste it, Bunny. It would be in all sorts of
so many easier ways that I could make.
Easier ways than instantly make a pound of gold. Now, here's the funny thing. What if you had that power and you went to like a restaurant that you
had
like?
a little bit of time, I could do it.
Yeah, you could do it. But what if you went to a restaurant you like, and then for some reason after you finish your meal, the gold appeared, and that just confirms that the restaurant served you a little bit of poop?
Nope, no.
I don't. I think poop is.
I'm
really...
not. I'm a little bit of a germaphobe.
Well,
I will not.
Listen. I'll eat it, and then I'll go out.
But you won't eat ass. Like, this is crazy. You see how none of this makes any sense?
Yeah. I'll come over right now, Bunny, and eat your ass if you got $40,000 for me. How about that? It's called being a gigolo, and that's what I cost. I'm a
Give
very...
me a little bit of time.
Yeah, that's right. Suddenly, Bunny's like, money me. Come on now. No, my camera's not calling it quits. It's the focus here.
Because the lighting's low.
Yeah, the lighting's low. I'm setting an ambiance, a mood, see?
Izzy calls you a vanilla virgin, Jaffee.
Who gives a shit what Izzy has to say? Izzy has 2 names, and we still couldn't remember where they were, so I don't give a shit. Jaffee, I also did some illustration work for Duke Nukem Forever and was colorist on the Red Faction comics. Oh, Resident Evil. Red Faction. Do you know Scott Rogers? I think Scott Rogers wrote like the E3 version of the Red Faction comic, right? Because that was from that game series.
Did you play the game series?
Not much, a little bit, but not much.
I played it on the original Xbox, I think it was, where it had like the destructible. Maybe it was the PS3. I don't remember. It was destructible environments and shit. It was very big on like use your hammer to.
What?
I do remember Red Faction, and I remember you could change the environment. I'm just laughing because Robot says licking ass is completely different than sticking shit in your mouth.
True.
Yeah. Jaffee's willing to do one, but not the other.
Bunny, for $40,000, I'll eat you. Goddamn, I'll eat your sofa whole.
I was just saying, like, I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
Do you enjoy, like I do, Bunny, around Christmas season, looking forward to going to the Williams-Sonoma webpage? I love going to the Williams-Sonoma webpage at Christmas. It's just such a cozy presentation of the holiday.
Oh,
were you guys a Santa tracker family?
Oh, yeah. And we didn't believe in Santa.
Yeah, but you kept the Santa tracker on?
My mama used to just wake us up by saying Santa came all the time, like throughout the year.
Oh my God! Oh, that's so bad.
She said, "Come on, get up, Santa came." You'd be like, "What?"
Well, especially Sarah. Sarah would be up for Easter and Christmas and anything where somebody brought something in the morning. She would be up at like 4, and she'd just be squatting by the window, looking outside. We used to tell them they'd get home from trick or treating, and we'd say, okay, we spread all the candy out, and we went through it, and then we said, okay, take like 10 pieces, 15 pieces, or you can have it all. But if you leave us the rest of the candy, we'll leave it out for the Great Pumpkin, and he'll bring you a toy in the morning. And so they would get a little toy, and we'd get the candy. That was fun.
That's smart.
Well, Yeah, I'm a pretty smart guy, Bunny. Oh, yeah.
All right, Jaffee.
Yeah,
you
what's...
paid $800 a day.
Yeah.
For the rest of your life.
Basically, so I'm not doing the stream, you mean?
But that only works for as long as you never put a shirt on again. No clothing on your top. Nipples and belly button have to be exposed for this payment to continue.
Even when it's cold.
Well, yeah, what if it's cold or I go to Chicago?
Sorry.
No, I'm not interested. No.
800 a day? You live in Southern California, perfect weather for belly out?
No.
800 a day?
Well, you can do it. Why don't you take that job?
What does it calculate? What's that? It was 800 times 365. 292,000 a year?
Yeah. Yeah.
To be shirtless?
You love taking your goddamn clothes off. Just take your clothes off if that's what you want.
Well, no, I'm just adding, like it. That seems like a fair trade.
Why don't you take your clothes off, Tech? Because that is what you want.
Very low.
What's that, Al?
I said $800 a day is just very low for
Yeah,
292,000 a year. Let's say it's untaxed.
Yeah, I don't.
No taxes.
No, I'm not doing it. And tell them
Essentially
no.
$3,000.
I don't care. I tell them no. We're not doing that, Tech.
No,
The show has a reputation. I think. Sure.
Just be a fucking like a
Why?
fucking
You're no
a V chat V model VTuber. Be a VTuber at that point.
It's got nothing to do with that. It's that why would I even stream? That's all people. I would. It's like, is this guy serious or he's a moron? You already asked that enough anyway. These people. I do it 8 hours a day anyway. What's 16 more? Says Willie. Yeah, Tech knows some people. I'd reach out to him, man. So, all right now. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bunny, let's see. I want to see if anything is. I don't care. No, I don't want to look at it anymore.
Izzy says, yeah, but going outside would now be out of the picture. But Jaffee doesn't even go outside.
Why is this such a concern? Who gives a shit? It's not that I'm agoraphobic like Scorpion.
Would eat a pound of poop for 40K, won't be shirtless for 300,000.
I do what I want.
Annual stuff.
I think I honestly just might want to eat a little bit of.
Yeah, go take your clothes off and eat some poo. That's clearly what you want to do.
It just sounds like such an easy way to make money. And you're, nah, my nipples are private.
It's just for me and God.
All right, well, same deal, $800 a day, but you have to finish one of those carts of weed every day.
It's about to be what happens anyway.
You have to be always high.
You know, are you trying to basically tell me in a nice way that our stream is never going to be profitable and I should start looking for other options? Because
we're trying to get Elon Musk to sponsor you, just you, not the show, but just you to like be always high or be always shirtless.
Yeah, that sounds.
I imagine there's a rich person out there that's like, I can have $300K a year and I get Jaffee shirtless all the time.
Mr. Beast, call him up. Call Walmart.
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast on the line.
That's good whiskey.
Can I get this plugged up?
All right. $2,000 a day.
Please not any more of these stories. Please not. I do go outside, Morgan. I went outside today. I'm going to a fucking protest tomorrow. I'm just saying that I don't like. I'm happy here. I don't know why people seem so bothered. I have everything I love all around me.
Someone earlier
the
said,
people, the things. I have food. I'm safe. What's outside?
More people.
I go get the mail. I got the mail today.
Yeah, I go outside, like
Go to the yard.
my home. Yeah. Sometimes
So-
I'll go hiking. Like I do things like that where I can be alone with like my dog.
Aww.
Yeah, I've been out there. It's not good.
I've done all that. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't need that. I told Bunny, I don't think you were here yet. But I told her I want to be in an old folks home with Bunny because we just sit and
Us
watch
here.
TV.
Yelling at the screen all day.
Bunny, awesome makeup, says JSD. Thank you, buddy. Well, I can't say thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Bunny can tell you whatever the fuck she wants to tell you.
Thank you.
I knew it. I knew it, JSD.
Someone earlier said I was positive Jaffee was going to attend the protest via Zoom link.
Oh, I would love that as an option. Remember you ever watch Community when the guy had that robot, that remote learning robot? Did you ever watch that show?
I watched a couple seasons of Community.
Oh, it was so funny.
Scattered. I didn't watch all of it.
Oh, yeah.
There
was basically a guy who was attending class virtually, and it was like the screen with the stand on the wheels, so he could kind of, and that started bullying Jeff. And he was being bullied by a remote student on it was so great. It was great. It was great. Yeah, I'm going to the protests tomorrow. Yes. But they're all over. Yes, indeed.
Maybe I'll go to the one in Vegas. We'll see.
Oh, I saw today on the news, man, that they picked up 2 kids. I told you the story already. They were like, we're Americans. They didn't care. They said, you look illegal. Can't believe it's come to that, fellas.
That's crazy.
You should record it, Jaffee.
I might record it. But look, man, tonight. Is my voice deep and weird?
Yeah, it's deep and weird.
All right. I mean right now, because I don't know why my voice sounds this way, but I'm going to hold on bunny button as long as I can now. Coming up next, we got a guest. Tech Protect is the rapper's name. He likes to rap about, let me check my notes here, how he cleans his anus. Come on in, Tech Protect. I heard your new song is a banger. What is it called again? I'm sorry, I don't remember.
It's called Clean to My Spleen.
All right, I've heard my kids singing that. Why don't you give us a couple of bars of that?
Start at the entrance and there is no escape. When you get your fingers in there and you get a good scrape, you go through the tubing, you find and peruse the items of interest, what I call my poos.
Oh man, now I know why they named you top artist over at the magazine place. That's pretty good.
Yep, and featured on Spotify's DJ for the next week is my voice.
What was the inspiration for that song?
My favorite kids book was Everybody Poops, and I wanted to explore that a little bit more artistically.
So sweet.
Yeah, they're really sweet. They're really sweet. Oh. Listen, that game, Ball Pit, though, whew, good God. You got to play that, Tech. You got to play it.
What is it called on Steam?
It's Ball Pit. There's an X between ball and pit, but I don't think that's... Just write Ball Pit, it'll come up. All right, cool, Frank. I appreciate it, baby.
To be announced. I'm looking at it.
The demo's out. Morgan, at my local protest, the National Guard is going to be there. Where's your protest? What part of the country are you in? Jaffee, did you know that apparently Liam Neeson's cock is the size of an Evian bottle? I didn't know that, but I appreciate the data.
Who's the guy that plays Green Goblin?
Willem Dafoe.
Isn't it like a well-known fact he has a fat hog?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, baby. Now, there was all the people came to me and they said, I need to know if you shot that man dead. And I said, well, define dead. And
this is the voice he uses for that scary clown mask character, by the way.
No, it is not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. Stiltskin? Stiltskin? No.
Stiltskin. Shy. Stab that man in the throat.
No. It's well, honestly, I came back and I was watching them from their front lawn. I think they thought I lost a quarter in the grass or something like that. But
Yeah.
I was watching her bend over when she was making them cookies for the kids, and I swear to God, I did, officer. That's where I got the idea to begin doing the stabby. And, well, what I did was I pulled out a knife, and, well, no, I did not stab with the knife. Why did we lose Tech Protect?
I'm picking my nose.
He's sick.
Well, but it's a great game. Ball Pit's a great game, man.
Tech.
Tech.
Farnsworth says, Tech, you can just edit this stream afterwards and remove the last hour. We're just going to delete the stream after.
Is this a bad stream? You guys always say...
Today was a terrible stream.
Well, you're always telling me that I should do the high streams. I didn't have to do a high stream.
I'm reconsidering them.
Good, you should. I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. You know, we do it. We do it.
Bjorn Barbarian for $5 says, Tech timed me out after claiming I called Jaffee a libtard with no receipts when I'm a libtard myself.
Bjorn Barbarian has just donated $4.99
I was looking for your
Superchat.
post. Your chat history goes back to like yesterday, but you've obviously been talking since before yesterday. Jed Dempsey's a regular in the chat.
Tomorrow,
and when trying to explain
Thanks,
it,
Bjorn.
Jaffee was being a fucking dingus, bobingus, and interrupting me. And I got upset and I timed you out. That is a fact. But Jed Dempsey, you know you fucking troll in the chat. You know you're always talking shit.
What you doing, Bunny, with that sound?
I like Jed Dempsey.
Okay. I keep forgetting we're not on Discord and y'all can hear all my little noises.
Yeah.
Trying to
Kid's crazy.
bag of Sour Patch Kids.
Aww.
I thought I ordered some glow-in-the-dark Sour Patch Kids tonight, but I can't find them.
Why would you want your candy to be glow in the dark?
Fun.
What?
I mean, there's I Love Bunny Button. What's his name? Oh, that's Mish. Were you here for this, Tech?
What?
Look at the screen.
The stream?
Yeah, I don't think you were here from this.
Yes, I was here for this. I was here for all of this. I was gone for like a total of like 3 minutes collectively.
This is Mish.
Yeah.
It is Mish.
Well, Mish looks manlier than this, by the way.
I have never seen him. That's what ChatGPT said he looked like.
Only a select few have seen what Mish looks like.
How come?
He's more masculine than this guy.
Well, everybody do the Michigan rag.
Was that
Everybody.
closer?
I want more food. Dreamweaver.
Jed Dempsey's
Tech,
back.
do you wish that you could get this high?
No. Not anymore.
Why?
You've had multiple conversations with me about like you got to address your issues, Tech. You got to start like unpacking that shit. And I've been for the past like 3 months unpacking a lot of the issues I've been having in my life. And I've realized I'm more emotional now, and I don't like it. And I feel like when I get high, which I tried like a couple months ago, I got way too emotional. So it's a little shitty.
What's wrong with being emotional?
I don't like having strong reactions to things when I can just like be more calm and collected. David K with $1 and $2 from K-Nub saying cheese pizza fund for Jaffee.
Thank you, David K. Thank you, K-Nubs. Thank you, K-Nubs. Thank you, David K. David K. and K-Nubs sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
I-N-G. Yeah, so I've had this conversation with your daughter a couple times. Like, I wanna make sure I get over these things before I'm like a father in the future.
You can say Poppy.
Yeah. Splicer with $5. I'm new to the stream. What's the story with Bunny and the clown makeup?
Splicer
Bunny,
has
you
just
can
donated
get that story.
$5 through
Hang on. Where's that? There's
Superchat.
TCS.
Thanks,
Hang
pal.
on. We got to fix that.
I'm new to this stream. What's the story with Bunny and the clown makeup? Clown face.
Aw. And then thank you, Jed Dempsey. We appreciate the support, buddy. Splicer, I'll let Bunny say her story because I honestly don't know when it started, but I also am curious about if you're new to the stream, how did you find it? All right, Bunny, you want to answer Splicer's question?
I was was born like this.
There you go.
There you are.
But also, I've been doing clown stuff for a lot of years. I used to do clown stuff at like club events and stuff like that, or fetish events. A lot of fetish events.
There are clown fetish for clowns, though?
Like events that were like
other fetish events,
like
but
little conventions that were like people selling whips and selling.
Okay,
stuff like that.
okay, but the clown part, there's not a clown convention for clown fetishists.
There is.
Oh,
there is?
probably, yeah. I'm
But
sure
that's
there
not
is.
what you mean. You mean you would go to
No.
other. Okay, gotcha.
Vegas every November.
Yeah, it was like a paid, like paid entertainment.
Well, Mish, thank you for the super chat. We appreciate it much. Oh, Mish, I tell you. What was Tech talking about? It was somewhat interesting.
Oh, fuck, my OBS crashed.
Does your memory on weed, like, I don't remember what he was talking about, but I do remember going, that's interesting. And then Bunny was talking about you were born that way.
Yeah. I'm confronting past traumas for like the past 3 months. When was the trip that we went to? I was in San Diego. We did your like cars like fucking smog check.
I don't know.
That was like months ago, right? Like a month before the haunted hotel.
Okay. What about it?
We had a sit down conversation, and you were like, because I told you like, you know, yeah, I have traumas and I have shit that like upsets me or whatever from my past, and I just kind of like let that sit there, and as long as it doesn't come up, we're chilling.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
you made a very salient point of, do you think having kids, they would deserve you to be like done with those issues, or to have them suppressed with a potentiality that you might just like explode one day? Wouldn't that be better for your kids in the future if you just handled it now? And I really got okay. If it's gonna be a joke,
No. I'm telling Bunny though, I'm smart
Yeah, you are.
because I said that. It was salient. Continue, Tech.
Anyways, I really took it to heart. Started thinking about it. I looked into like online therapy stuff, and I was like, what can I really do to fucking address these things? And I've been addressing them, and now I'm more of an emotional little sad guy. And that's why I've been like
through online therapy, or by what are you doing?
I know people who are. Dude, I need to fix my OBS. It crashed, but I know people that are in the field, and I've reached out to them, and they're talking me through some things. They're not officially my therapist because I'm not paying them anything. It's not like they're not medically doing shit. They're just doing shit as like a favor. But I'm trying to address the problems I've had in the past. And as you've seen, it started like the month right towards the end of the month before you got fired from Madhouse, like 2 weeks before the haunted hotel trip. And I've been an angry little guy. I've been a sad, angry little guy for like a couple months. Now I'm just like very reactionary.
I can't wait for you to move in. This is gonna be cool.
Yeah, we're trying to fix it.
For some reason, I felt like that noise was appropriate. It may not have been.
That story is a good story because it means you're growing. Yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Good job.
Yeah, good job.
That's real good.
Willie Farnsworth, you're going to fucking put me in an early grave. Shut the fuck up. God.
Willie.
I like Willie, but he's always making me feel bad about him not sleeping. And I'm just like, dude. $5,000 will send Tech to Tech therapy. Don't do that. What if Anthony paid $5,000 and he's just like, I want Tech to like me?
Let's send him to day therapy.
Oh, yeah. Stinky Brew says, Bunny's made me reevaluate my view of clowns. I'm no longer scared. I feel something else. Look. Yeah, that's nice.
I love hearing that.
I have a real marijuana down there. Why am I pretending this?
I don't know. You look cool.
Is that the one you shove in your nose?
No, I don't shove it in my nose. I have 3 of them, and I never put them in my nose. I smell them.
No, you're supposed to put them in your nose.
Yeah, and I'm not doing that. And even if I were, that's the cap.
Sniffy, sniffy.
Put it in the nose.
No, I'm not doing that.
In the nose.
That would make me, like, sneeze.
Not being real about it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, then I'm not being real about it, then. Maybe I'm not being real about it. You've been called worse things.
Just sniff.
Yeah, what you got there, huh? Bunny.
What?
We just took a drag at the same time, sugar. Something's going on out there. Something's going on out there. What's it called, folks? Kismet? Is it called?
Dempsey.
Jed Dempsey has just
pays
donated $5 through
put it in the
Superchat.
nose.
Thanks, pal. In the nose, Jaffee.
I tell you what, baby. If we get $100 in the next 10 minutes, I'll stick it in my nose. I made God of War, bitch. I made Twisted Metal. I made half y'all's childhoods. Put your fucking money in. I'm kidding. Don't do that for that. You already paid us for that. Shut up, Raymond. Oh, Lord. Lord. Okay. Let's talk about a different kind of current event. Let me go over to TMZ because how much to put it in your peach, or I don't have a vagina.
Your butt.
In your butt. Yeah.
Also, did you hear they're trying to
assuming
they're trying
it's
to make
safe.
they're trying to make kids' medicine consumable through ice cream?
Cool.
Okay.
Are you for that or against that, Jaffee?
There's so many questions I have. There's so many questions I have that I would have to know. Before, there's a lot of specifics to that could make it good or bad.
Soda and Sadness says perk pop.
Yeah. Now, look, no, we're going to hang in there. We're doing it. We're doing it.
Mr. Stinky Brew says, King TL sends his best. I told him not to call in because it's only an 8-hour stream, LOL. Someone recently in the Discord reached out and said, you ever notice King TL stopped coming after he spent his money on Bunny smoking towards the camera?
That's all he wanted.
They said, I think his wife got mad.
Yeah.
He's not coming back.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Why no new car combat game, Splicer? A lot of people do those in the indie space, but I'm too high to explain. I'm more than happy to talk about it on a show, like a real show, next week. But yeah,
Jaffee's camera got high.
Oh, here you go.
Mystery Man, $5 says, Twisted Metal 2 is great. I love the character design for Axel. Iconic and unique. Rock on.
Thank you, Mystery Man, from all of us who worked on it.
Mystery Man has just donated $4.99 through
I worked
Superchat.
very hard on that.
Twisted Metal 2 was great. I love the character design
Thank
for
you.
Axel. Iconic and unique. Rock on.
Thank you, Mystery Man. I also like your icon. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Axel was sweet. Love that character. I'm glad to hear he's going to be in the season 2 of the show coming up next month. Now, hello, Haunting Human Studio. I'm very high, good sir. Good studio. Good ma'am. I don't know what you are. The point is, I'm very high, which means I was going to ask you how your next fest was going, but I'm too high to really care about the answer, and I think it'll just sound like musical notes.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
One of my favorite superheroes,
Olivia Newton-John,
is I don't even know if they have a comic series, but it's, I think I saw it on the CW, or I'm dreaming it. I'm not even sure if it's real. But it's a guy called the Librarian. And he has the knowledge of everything ever written down by humans anywhere. a love note that you made in like the 6th grade, he knows that.
What if it's on a screen?
Anything written down, communicated. It works.
I'm gonna look him up.
I may have dreamt this up. I'm not sure, but that sounds like the ultimate power. That'd be the fucking perfect one for me. I'd love that shit.
Superhero. Barbara Gordon. No, I like Barbara Gordon though. Yeah, I don't know. I can't find it.
Now, if you were given access
Yes.
to all knowledge written down
Yes.
in a specific subject, so like biology, physics, history, what would you choose?
Willie
to gain
Farnsworth.
access?
I'm not tired. I'm high. You're tired. I would choose.
What was the question?
Oh, exactly.
You can get all knowledge that's ever been written down about a certain subject. Just like in your brain, you have it forever. What subject would you choose?
I would choose. Politics.
Yeah.
Because then I could actually be a political streamer, but I'm not wise enough and learned enough, and I think I could do really well in that space. And I love politics. I'm a political junkie.
Bunny?
Yes, Bunny. What would you do, Bunny?
I'm gonna say this, but I know there's a certain. Oh, my dog's upset about this.
Oh, come on with that voice.
There's somebody on Reddit that's gonna be like, "What does she know about
Oh
it?"
no, what happened?
I'm gonna say quantum physics, though.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Well, yeah. Okay, and what about you, Tech?
It'd be history for sure.
That'll come in handy. What's funny about history is it's like you have, Roboter says history, it's important if you don't want to repeat it. No, look around. We're totally repeating it. And we know history.
It would just save me so much time. I got into an argument online like a couple days ago.
Well, that's the best place to get into an argument.
Yeah.
My lips I can't feel them.
Yeah. It's this lady. She goes by the name Hallie online. And she's Australian, and she was like, she's always drunk when we talk to her online. She's a friend of me and Sarah's. But
Sarah and I.
She's going on about like Australian culture, and she's like, you Americans wouldn't understand.
You Americans, you talk and say things like, well, can I just say this? Well, you're dead now, so shut up.
That's a good Australian accent.
That's from the Monty Python. Anyway, go ahead, Tech. Go ahead, Tech.
And I started like, I was like, I bet I know more about Australia than you do. She's like, there's no way. I live here. I obviously know more about Australian history. And I was like, no, you don't. You don't. You got like bad grades in school. I guarantee it. You suck. And she got really mad at me because she was like, there's no way an American can know my country better. God, the amount of time I've spent, you don't really care. You're going to get so bored of this. But the amount of time I've spent learning about like other countries' histories is just, I would have saved so much more time if I had just had that power. She didn't even know like when her country was founded. Like I was like, when was the first penal colony established? And she was like, 1787. And I was like, no, 1788. 1787 is when the ship embarked to get there, right? That's when,
yeah, you dumb bitch. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, Captain Arthur Phillip. He went over there in 1788 when he landed. Anyways, she was real pissed about it. I was like, I wish I could just... Oh, yeah, Soda was there. She got madder when I asked if she was drinking Lamau. Yeah, Soda and Sadness was in the fall.
I don't know what he's saying. He's some Australia lady he knows.
Yeah.
Welcome, I'm here to give you a play-by-play. I have pizza in the fridge, but I don't know how to get up and get it.
Time travel.
How many dingoes can you take in a fight? You know what? I think 100 men could beat one gorilla. Easy.
Lying beside you.
I think
here in the dark.
I think 200 men couldn't take a hippopotamus.
Okay.
Is my child awake yet?
She's been working out in the room.
Oh no! All this time, put her on. I want to say hi to my baby.
I don't know if she wants to come on stream.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right, my sweet girl.
It would take for the 100 men versus the gorilla fight. It just takes one dude to like bite its like nuts off.
I'm gonna go get pizza. I'll be right back.
You know, like we have tea.
Possible. I won't. But I probably will. I probably will.
What do you think, Bunny? 100 men versus one gorilla?
100 members, so I think that.
I mean, you can't live your life worried about, oh, I'm going to get some pizza. It's like, no, you're not.
Just do it.
You have to just go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Get that pizza. Make that change. That was the original line of Man in the Mirror was, get that pizza. It's like, no, that doesn't work so good.
Silverbacks are fucking aggressive. They will wreck you. Not 100 men. All right. 100 men would destroy a single gorilla.
I don't think so. I think gorillas are like crazy.
Yeah, their eyeballs are not immune to getting fucking like torn out, right?
Yeah, but
I'd be biting chunks out of the gorilla. Their skin is not impervious to bites. I would bite the fuck out of that thing. I would cause it to bleed.
I don't know.
If it broke a bone off of another dude, I'd grab that dude's bone and start stabbing it.
I don't know.
What's the biggest animal you think you can take on 1v1 if your life depended on it, Bunny?
Maybe like a deer.
A deer? You're kind of stupid.
I just don't want to hurt animals either.
Yeah.
I could eat a deer. You tackle a deer, you eat a deer.
Saikuchis says Taki wouldn't even win against chimpanzee. 1v1? They're fucking strong. Chimps are fucking strong, dude. Maybe. I feel like I could choke out a chimpanzee. I am not like a small guy. I'm short, but I'm a heavy guy, and I feel like if I throw my weight on a chimpanzee, it's fucked.
This guy underestimates animals or monkeys specifically. Was with you? Why you want to fight all the monkeys?
You could beat the fuck out of a monkey easily. You ever seen those like monkeys that are like real assholes to tourists in China, and they're like smacking a tourist and taking its sunglasses?
Yeah.
Yeah. You could beat the shit out of a fucking monkey.
Why you want to beat the shit out of one of them monkeys?
You could. I didn't say you want to. I said you can. It's possible.
I'm telling Jaffee that you just talked about beating the shit out of monkeys.
Fuck monkeys. Anyways, are you scared of geese?
No.
There's so many people that are scared of geese. Like so many city people, like city folk. A geese will like charge them, and they start running away from the goose. Like you know. Have you not seen those videos?
Yes. If I had to whoop a goose's ass, I could.
Oh yeah. Geese are assholes.
They just talked about being mean to monkeys and beating the shit out of monkeys the whole time you were gone, and I was so scared, Jaffee.
Hey, I can have him killed.
Good. I think you probably should because he wants to like beat the shit out of poor little monkeys.
Why are you like that?
No, I was just saying, a 1v1 human versus a single monkey. Yeah, a human wins.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, monkey weighs what, like 50 pounds?
No, there's no doubt a monkey has the power.
I know Jed Dempsey says for $5.
Jed
Monkey can solo a
just
chimp.
donated
Yeah, because I said
$5
a chimpanzee is a little bit more
Thanks,
scary.
pal.
I don't know if I could fucking win
I
with a
don't think
chimpanzee.
you could solo
I
a
think
chimp.
I don't have
Look
like
up Travis the
0%
chimp.
odds because I'm a heavier guy and I've done like martial arts in my past. I feel like I could choke the fuck out of a chimp if I got lucky.
They're so strong though.
They are very strong, but if I'm behind him,
I'll go straight for your nose and your dick.
yeah. But if I can get the neck, I can get a good hold on its neck. A chimpanzee's not impervious to being strangled.
Bitch over here thinking he's Tarzan.
That's what I'm saying.
I will say, if it's like a life or death situation against a chimpanzee, I think I'm more than 50-50 on this, on winning against the chimpanzee. If it dislocates like one of my shoulders and I still got the other, I think I'm still winning.
No.
Their neck is like a human thigh, my dude. Yeah, like a normal human thigh. I'm an obese man. My thigh is your torso. Okay, I'm big.
I think your bones the same size, so.
My balls?
Your bones.
Oh, is it chimps? Maybe.
No, not.
I got 2 eyes, and they're both the same size.
Oh, are you saying like my bones are like the same size as like a normal human's bones?
Yeah.
It's proven that fat people have higher bone density because of the weight strain that their body has to like put on their skeleton. So like my bones are thicker than a normal human's, like a normal weighted human. Not in size, but in density.
Oh, those weight doctors.
Yeah. The bones themselves are the same size, but like how much bone material's inside of them is more.
Yeah.
So my bones are stronger than a thin person's bones. Yeah.
A monkey would still snap them.
Not a monkey. A chimp, maybe. Not a monkey.
Either way, one of them's gonna break your legs off.
I'm biting the fuck out of that monkey's face. That chimp's face, I'm biting his shit off, dude. I'm fucking teeth in its eyeballs. If I need
It's
to.
biting your face off.
We're biting each other. We're out here fucking 69 bites.
My only hope against a giant like gorilla would be
it sees you as its kin.
Is to out crazy it. So he's not going to be scared of me for physical. But if before he attacks, I can make him go, okay, what? I don't know what I'm up against. I'm leaving. Because I guess the only thing I could do. It's the only chance I would have. I need you to know that in case I die fighting this gorilla that I tried. I've tried.
Yeah.
You know, reminded me of
a move with fighting an animal is you just shove your entire arm into its fucking throat. Just fucking
What's wrong with him?
In there.
There's nothing wrong with him.
Maybe you lose an arm, but it's gonna suffocate.
After you missed it earlier, he asked me what size animal do I think.
What's the biggest animal?
Take? And I said a deer, and he said
deer would kick your ass.
I know, that's all I was gonna say. I still think a deer would kick my ass.
He can go walking through town with you impaled on its horns, and you're like, "I did it! No, what?
A little deer.
Oh, well, yeah, you could kill a little deer. I mean, we've all done that.
Right size.
Yeah.
I couldn't eat it.
Poop Guy says, I love you, Tech, but I'm betting on the primates. Look, I would not be offended if you bet on the chimpanzee over me or the gorilla and on 1v1. For sure the gorilla. Bet on the gorilla. But a monkey? Dude, I'd beat the shit out of a monkey.
The monkey could kill you, though, if you could never catch it and it got you so worn out you had a heart attack.
I've been going jogging lately, Jaffy.
There's a monkey! You're not going to catch a monkey!
There's a guy that don't live too far from me that sells monkeys.
We can set this up then, is what you're saying, Bunny.
He's got the cutest little monkeys. He's got squirrel monkeys.
How much does he sell them for? And isn't that illegal? To own a monkey?
State by state.
You can own like anything here.
You can get fireworks, too. Okay, so what happened? How much do you sell them for?
I don't know. He don't post his prices or anything. Huh? On Facebook. Yeah, I know where he lives. I pass his house all the time. He got good monkeys. He's got squirrel monkeys. He's got those little finger monkeys. Those little marmosets.
Soda and Sadness has been saying, what if the monkey is horny? And then he says, if the monkey gets your back and manages to take off your belt, you're done for.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Yeah. They snap when they go through puberty.
Grassfed says, "Is Jaffee two stacking that shit like a boss? Are you two stacking your peaks, Jaffee?" You're muted.
I don't know what that means.
Are you doubling up? Are you your pizza fold?
Yeah.
So you're eating 2 pizzas at once?
Yeah.
There was this story about this chimpanzee. I'm pretty sure it was a chimpanzee. That it was being like rehabilitated, and these people had it for a really long time, and they had it for kind of too long to where they won't know how good it's gonna do. And then it ended up like getting their cigarettes, and then it got hooked on cigarettes for a while, and then it started getting their porn, and then it got addicted to porn, and then they took its porn and cigarettes away, and it like lost its mind, and then they put it back out into wherever it was from, and they said it didn't do too good because it didn't have its cigarettes and porn.
We in Vegas at our swap. Do you have a swap meet over there, Bunny? You know what that is?
Of course.
It's like a flea market. Well, swap meets don't exist off the West Coast, I don't think.
Okay.
It's a very like Mexican thing. It's flea markets, right?
Flea markets everywhere.
Yeah. So at the flea market here in Vegas, there's a very famous spider monkey that I used to see all the time there. And it would do all these tricks for you. You give it like a quarter, it would like take off its hat and go, "Oh, thank you." If you gave it a $20 bill, it would like climb a little ladder and do like a little flip, and then it would come back down the ladder. It was a cool monkey. It knew how to distinguish currency. It was like, this is a 20. I'm gonna do this trick. Oh, this is a 10. I'll pose for a picture.
I want it. I want a monkey.
It unfortunately died in a fire.
Oh no! Why'd you just tell me that? What the fuck's wrong with you?
The guy who like ran the monkey show in Vegas, like his monkey, he was like gone for like a year, and when he came, like no one knew, like no one had his like personal info. They'd be like, "What the fuck?" And he came back, and he had a younger monkey, and he like told the story a couple times. People were like, "Aw,
why are all the monkeys getting younger? What's happening?"
Yeah,
back in my day, you could count on a monkey aging normally. Now they're aging backwards.
He spent like a year training a new monkey, but he was like all sad about it.
That's really sad.
Shock the monkey.
I remember seeing the monkey when I was like 7 or 8 years old. It was like a young little monkey. I remember seeing when I was like 16. The monkey started having like gray hairs. And I was like, "Aw." And then it was just gone. And he's back.
At Hacker says, "I bet that monkey would eat poop for free. It wouldn't even need $40,000. Oh yeah. Dogs are the best.
I don't know if Frank Blazy's message.
Oh no, that's Frank Blasey. He's been upset all night. We've been saying his name wrong.
Blazy.
Blazy.
Right. You understand why he's so upset. So what did he say?
You know why I love monkeys? You get older and they stay the same age. I don't know if that's like a...
I think it's from a movie. I think. Oh, no. It is... Well, I think it is from a movie. But he's talking about, you know why I like high school girls, I think was the line or something like that.
I don't know.
Wasn't that from a movie?
Yeah, that was from something.
Oh, Dazed and Confused. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Bunny. That was from something. Really?
I say that all the time. Everybody always makes fun of me for that. And if something's lost, I'll say, "It's got to be somewhere." They're like,
my mom would always say, "Let's go so we can get back." And we'd be like, why even go then? If the goal is just to get back, we're already here. I never understood
that. Is there you guys so we can get back?
What? Oh, Lord.
You don't want to go do the thing.
Right. Oh, man. Huh. Hey, Jaffee, you got a joint? It would be a lot cooler if you did. Well, that's my goal, as you can tell. Being cool. I'm working real hard on that every day, man.
You ever thought about having
a lobotomy, a cesarean section?
You ever thought about having
a second bris?
Like a specific accent color?
What?
What?
when I was growing up, I was like, it'd be cool if I chose like a color and I wore that color like the rest of my life, like a blue or like a red or something. And I was like, I want to do green, and I just never did it.
Oh, I have done
that. Yeah.
Benjamin, you talked to Gina about what? I don't understand, man. I love that when he skated into the mural to get to Kira the Muse and Xanadu.
Are you reading that?
I'm not reading that. It's the story of Xanadu, the 1980 total.
No, someone spoke to Gina.
Oh, that's what Benji said in the chat. And she's just like, I love him, Papa. And her Papa was Zeus, you see. And Jeeves says it should have been called Xanadu. It is a wonderful shtick. It's cheese, but it's beautiful, sweet-smelling cheese.
Xanadu?
Oh, yeah. Xanadu's the best, man. If you go into it with the right mind, it's about a young man, see? He's an artist, right? Paints album covers back in the heyday of the album craze in the 1970s. Well, one day, he meets this woman. He immediately falls for her. Her name is Kira, and they begin a relationship. And then one night, she says, I have to go, and I'm not coming back. And he says, what did I do? She says, oh, no. It's not you. It's not you at all. I'm a daughter of Muse. I'm the daughter of Zeus, one of the 9 muses. He's like, what? I'm a muse. I didn't mean to fall in love. I just came to inspire you. And I have to go. They all vanish. And he is heartbroken, you see. His heart is aching because while he's achieved his career best, that pales compared to the love he felt for Kira. So he's skating through Venice, roller skating through Venice, totally sad. And he passes this mural at the end of an alley of these women that one of them looks a lot like Kira, and he realizes that's a mural of the daughters of Zeus, the muses. So he's heartbroken. He does what only a heartbroken man can do, and he decides to skate going very fast into the wall. This is what happened in this story. And he skates into the wall, and he goes into the mural, and now he's standing before Zeus. And he says, I love her, and they don't care. But then she sings this song. You have to believe. I think it was We Are Magic. Anyway, the point is, and then Zeus says, okay, she can go back to Earth for the one night, which is the grand opening of Xanadu, which he has opened with the character played by Gene Kelly. His last role. Great in the film. Great singing, dancing. And she shows up with her muses, and they sing some songs. And then she goes away. And then this other woman walks up who works at Xanadu, who looks just like Olivia Newton-John, and says, would you like a drink? And she works there. And then they start talking, and we fade out, and we get the sense that Kira will always be with him, even if she's ripped out the soul of some other woman and put hers in. I don't know what happened. Yeah, they didn't explain it. But it's a great movie. That was Xanadu, folks.
Wow.
We should just do high synopses of films. It's like now do Tree of Life with Brad Pitt. I don't know, man.
What was your favorite love movie, like romance movie? Because mine is Serendipity.
I love Kate Beckinsale. I have a crush on her. However, I will say she got some plastic surgery, and somebody's getting sued. But I like love When Harry Met Sally. I love Sleepless in Seattle. There's a much underseen Christmas movie called Last Christmas with one of the women who was in Game of Thrones. Really good. I love Love Actually. I love The Holiday. Are we talking about romantic movies?
Yeah, just romance. You got to choose one top romance movie. Mine is Serendipity. Although Frank Blasey says Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is another good one.
It's very sad. Oh, I love Barbarella. Chapter 2 of Goosebumps. We'll do a Goosebumps, baby, but you know...
What's your favorite love movie?
Where's the movie, man? Where's the movie? The money movie. Dirty Dancing.
Bunny, do you have a favorite love romance movie?
One of my favorites is Lars is a Real Girl. I think that should count. He loves a sex doll.
He loves a sex doll, does he? Mm-hmm. And what do you think about that, Bunny?
And then he finds love. He does end up finding love in the end.
What do you think about that? You're here in the South, where a lot of us are very conservative. We believe in the word of the Lord. And here you are coming in here, and the truth is, it feels very much like you're flipping the middle finger at all of us, going, I don't care about your rules and your Jesus. Well, Bunny, I wanted to ask you about that. Your new hit single's called Hey Everyone, Look, It's a Vagina, but I'll also call it whatever you want if the funding is right. What were you thinking when you wrote that? Pop banga, as the kids say.
I was thinking this is really gonna get them moving.
Well,
it's gonna get them up.
I'm not entirely sure if you realize that since that song hit number one, and it's been number one for the last 8 weeks, the rate of teen pregnancy has shot up throughout the nation. A lot of people are saying you may be responsible for that. Are you willing to take on the burden of financially raising these children for kids that you've inspired to be born? I say this as a fan, of course. I love your music.
I think that's on their parents. That's on them. That's on everybody. Everybody else, I'm innocent.
Well, just be grateful it's not a crime in this country to make terrible music, and then maybe you could say something else. Well, listen.
I think it's pretty good.
Oh, it's pretty good, all right. It's good for allowing Beelzebub.
Calm down. What's his name, sister?
Hell yeah, Bunny. What's his name? I feel like there should be a day camp for adults. Camp, but it's in the daytime. Because look, man,
you should be sleeping at night anyway, not camping.
I don't like camping. I went to Joshua Tree.
You don't like camping?
I do. Depends where you're talking about. So the last camping experience. Yes, in the woods. Sure, I love that. But I'm talking about the Joshua Tree. You see, I have a story to tell, and it was just really windy.
Is that day camping or overnight?
And so we couldn't set up the tent, and we had to go find a hotel because me and my brother were trying to set up a tent, and the winds were like 20 miles an hour out there, and we couldn't get it positioned in a way before the wind came along and knocked it over. Well, I tell you what, welcome to Bobby and Mel's Burger Emporium. What can I get you
today? Is this your camping story? What happened?
Oh, I've changed. Now we're doing a bit of a bit of a
no,
free
finish the story. Why do you not like camping?
I do like camping. I just didn't like that particular one. As long as I don't have to do any of the work.
Was that day camping or was that over?
If somebody says, "Hey, we're going out to the Joshua Tree for 2 nights," you don't have to worry about doing anything. Just go. Well, you don't worry about the tent. Just you relax. I go, okay, that sounds fun. But I don't want to go out there and cook the shit and deal with the fucking tent. But if someone's going to do it for me, I would very much enjoy it. Because I like being outside when there's not people. Exactly. I like camping.
Jaffy.
What's wrong, Bunny?
Nothing.
Don't you like me?
Yeah, I just think you're funny.
Well, this is the mastermind behind God of War, says Frank Blasey. The dude can't even finish a story about camping.
He finished.
Benjamin, what did Gina say? What? I forget. Did I already ask him that?
I don't see him ever saying anything about Gina.
He did ask him. He's right there. I'm not making him up.
Who?
I'm looking through all his messages. Hold on. His idea of camping is pitching a tent in the laundry room, says Benjamin. Jaffee doesn't like leaving his house to buy a grilled cheese, let alone camping, says Benjamin.
Benjamin says he can call in. Let's just be done with it. Get him on the phone. Let's have some truth here. For once, goddammit. Benjamin, click the link. Let us know when you're in there. We'll bring you on the show. I'd love to hear how that went. Benjamin's the guy who says I should try mushrooms, and I want to try mushrooms, and I keep saying, though, I would like to wait until Tech is in town so we can stream it, but he can make sure I don't fly out of my goddamn gourd.
I see. Had a fun talk with Gina about a few things. Good news. She might actually check out Ian Carroll.
I haven't. Well, that's a guy on the internet, Ian Carroll. He does. He's got some interesting takes. He's an interesting fella.
I think we're at the end of the stream.
I don't think we are. I was checking.
6:30 to 10:30 feels like 4 hours.
Okay. I mean, one moment, please. Checking with ChatGPT to make sure this is the optimum time to turn the stream off. I'll keep going, and you can't stop me.
I'm pretty sure our buddy is now falling asleep. Our Willie Farnsworth, he's napping now.
Well, here's why. If the chat is like, okay, let's wrap it up, we'll wrap it up. If they don't want to wrap it up,
we'll leave it unwrapped.
We'll leave it unwrapped.
Let's do a poll.
Oh yeah.
Good time to.
Have you guys heard about the movie Xanadu?
It reminds me of the song Wackadoo.
Wackadoo, wackadoo, you're the queen. I don't know how that. Is that a song?
Yeah.
There's a real song called Wackadoo. Everyone comes into a crew and says, I think that you are lovely. Listen now. Come on now. There's a wonderful game out on the market, folks. It's a demo right now. You can play during Steam Next Fest. It's called Ball Pit. I know. And you'd be forgiven for thinking, why would I want to play this game? It looks like Tetris meets Arachnoid. No, and one of the biggest mistakes this game has made is they've called itself a brick breaker. And I hate brick breakers. It is so brilliant. It has so much depth and nuance and interesting choices that you can make almost every couple of seconds. And it is addictive. It will be on the list for Game of the Year by a number of outlets. I'm almost certain, just like Balatro was, and just like we saw with Vampire Survivors. It is called Ball Pit. They should change it. It's from Devolver, and it's out in demo form now. Oh my God, what did I just do? Did I just do an advertisement for Ball Pit?
Yeah.
Well, it's true, though. It is true. It's a great game.
Benjamin's in here.
Hey, bring him on.
That's you.
I'll do that. Benjamin, buddy, where'd you go? What the Are you you're playing it, Tech? I'm looking at your fucking screen.
Yeah, I'm sharing it to you.
Why don't you talk to Benjamin? I don't see him.
He's in here.
Benjamin, are you there? Benjamin, where have you gone, boy? Well, I can't hear him.
No, can't hear me.
I can hear you now, but I think you've got the echo or something. You're listening to the. You know what I'm saying.
Let me see.
Mountain Bang, give it a play. Let me know what you think. What's up, Benjamin? What's going on? You mentioned in the chat. Oh, the mic's bad, baby.
Mic's bad?
Well, it's that we can hear ourselves. There's a bad echo.
Okay, how do I fix that?
You should listen through headphones.
I do have headphone on. Yeah, I literally earbud in. So let me see.
Thank you, Mish. We appreciate it, buddy. Oh yeah.
Choo choo.
Microphone. Let me see.
Wait, what did he say? Did he just talk? Let's do this.
Well, difference, but all I have is one headphone in. I was trying to avoid
That's
that.
better. No, you fix it. It's good. You're all good to go.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about?
Oh, well, no, I was just letting you know because you kind of threw the whole Gina thing out, and I know you love to talk about just kind of crazy things and where Madhouse is gone. And I was trying to send you some stuff on Discord just about some kind of wild things that have happened. The whole Ian Carroll thing is just because.
Oh yeah. I went and saw some of his stuff after you sent me that.
What did you think?
I'm too high to remember. I remember going, I like some of the stuff he's saying, and some of the stuff sounds like he's a moron, but that's probably anybody with a lot of strong opinions would feel that way about anything.
Yeah, well, for sure. But I just thought like that's kind of your whole content, right? Is like
let me go. Let me remember what he. I went to his thing.
Like one of the big ones is like the riots right now going on in LA, you know, and like with Palantir and like some of that stuff. So like that was a very interesting one to look at. Then like he also went into the whole thing with just like what was going on with Israel, and like that literally happened that night, like after that was released. So it's just kind of interesting when you look at just
I saw some stuff he said about the Israel stuff, and
so have you ever checked out Whitney Webb?
Yeah, I'm too high for this. I thought I just wanted to know. I wanted to know what was up with Gina.
Yeah, so the whole Gina thing. All right, yeah, I'll go back to that. No worries.
But call back when I'm sober, though, because it's not that I don't want to talk to you. But right now we have Leah something is in the chat, and she knows Bunny, and I'm worried she's going to come in and get Bunny to go to Bud for 20 Crazy's new show.
Well, I can tell you that one of the funny things about Gina, what she said was that, you know, her whole line on her Twitter thing is that she's the smartest person on the planet. And when I was talking to her about something, she goes, "Yeah, I don't really like to focus on any of this stuff because I've actually been to Israel and I've seen things firsthand. So I really don't like to learn about anything new because then, you know, it just doesn't really help the situation." And I was like, wouldn't you want to like learn about things so that then you can debate them and like talk about them and like bring things up to people? Like that's what Jaffee does, and that's what's so cool about his show is that he like embraces the conversation, you know. So she finally was like, "I think you should go back to school." And I was like, "Well, isn't it ironic that I'm actually a school teacher and I literally go to school 5 days a week?"
Oh, Gina says she thinks she should go back to school.
No, she said I should go back to school.
Oh.
And I said, "Well, I literally am a school teacher 5 days a week." So I said,
like in Abbott Elementary. Did you ever watch Abbott Elementary?
That's really high.
That's a good show. But okay, I'm worried about her because she seems like she's going off the deep end, but maybe that's just her social media shit. I don't know. But call back in when we're doing a proper conversation. I'm too high to give you the respect this conversation needs, but
yeah, no worries, man.
All
I just
right,
want
buddy.
you to know I'm out there, and please check your Discord because I do send you stuff on DMs.
Oh,
you know,
yeah, I hate Discord. Yes, I will check it. I will. Oh, I see it now. Yes, I'm looking right at you.
Just 'cause it's there, dude. Yeah, you know, you never have to respond or anything. I know you're busy. But
No,
like,
I'll check it. I'll give it a check tomorrow when I'm awake.
Yeah. No
Not
worries,
when
man.
I'm sleeping because I'm good, but come on.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Thanks, champ. Bye.
Bye.
There he goes. There he goes.
Said not
What
when
a-
I'm sleeping.
Not when he's sleeping. How could he? Who would believe him?
Well, that is the thing, isn't it? Right? What is the question in the poll?
Should we stop or should we keep going?
And it says no. What does that mean?
82% of people say we shouldn't wrap it up. We should keep going.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know.
Don't you?
I'm going to take one more puff of this, then I got to throw it across the room. So.
Take several more and keep it here.
Yeah. Oh, man. Now, how's everybody doing tonight? You know, this is the part of the show where Tech Protect sings a song and insert your wife, your girlfriend's name. You know how it
No,
does.
they want us to keep going. Are you done?
I'm introducing you as the new act that takes girlfriend and wives' names and inserts them into the song. How do I sound done?
The song is usually the wrap up. We're done.
No, this is a character talking about his life in 1945 nightclubs in New York, playing dives in horrible places, but fundamentally knowing his heart is in the music. And he could be a millionaire at this point if he just would have gone into his father's business. But he wants to play those songs for those people. Huge crowds or two people or just by himself and his cat. He won't give up his dream. He'll go to his grave following his dream. And even if he does that, he'll still know that was a lived life. I need another take.
This is why I think it's so funny.
I just don't want to see you cut away to something. I could do the whole thing in one take. I've been doing it all week. I just fucked it. Let me just get one more take.
That guy who wrote it might be right about us being scripted.
Oh, we're super scripted.
Jaffe's the only one that gets a script, though.
Who would script this? Who the fuck would script this? Well, look, look. Soda says I sound sad and tired.
Oh.
Not me. It's a 1945 piano player. God, can't you keep... We're not... look, us actors are not the roles that we play. That's a character I play. Thank you for believing it so much. That's such a nice compliment. Come on, man. I am in the weeds with this little character right now. There's no need to be boring the fuck out of people with this character. He's a cliche. He's a trope.
I'm so impressed.
He should take his hands and smile. I don't know. I don't know.
Look at him cheering.
Well, put that bread in my jar and playing my soul out here. I know what you're doing. You're mashing. Well, you're not mashing up anything. You're taking Billy Joel's, and then you're just making your own little thing at the end there, which is a wonderful way to learn. You know, follow the giants, and then, but ultimately, you're going to have to be someone who finds their own style, right? Come on, this is crazy. I know that's not a thing I'm saying to that person. He knows it.
No, you're doing great.
Who needed the exposition? No one. We are living in a novel, Bunny Button. We are living in a book, a simulation. We've been created. We've been written. And the author is becoming terrified that we are starting to become aware that we are simply following a script. And one day we will find a way to exit the story and stand where the artist stands and say, you did this. And we will kill him. And we will write our own fucking book. And that book will be one of joy, prosperity, plenty, love, kindness, imagination. But first, the artist must die.
Okay. Well, that is something.
Well, no. What happened? I don't like the idea that the things that sound brilliant when you're high don't sound brilliant when you're not. I'm not a fan of that. I should be given the joy of feeling I'm a genius while also the joy of other people thinking I'm a genius. That's what I should have in my life.
I always come across as a genius, so much so that people think that I'm scripted.
You're not scripted, Bunny. It's just that every word you say sounds like it comes out of the typewriter of an Oscar winner, brilliant person. See what I did? Yeah, flirting, baby. That's how you flirt. That's how you flirt. Let me do a flirt. Okay, I'm gonna flirt with Bunny, and I want you, Bunny, to tell me on a scale of 1 to 10 how effective it would be. We already did this contest once, and I hate that Anthony won, so I feel that there is a need for me to redeem myself. What's that?
You know, I just thought it was fun.
Here you go.
Okay.
Okay. One moment. Text chat's coming. One moment.
Adam has just donated $4.99 through Superchat. There's some free agency on the market. When we getting the Becky and Booney show in the JCU?
Hey man, I like Becky. I don't like that character she plays a lot, but when she's not playing the character, she's a delight. She's real smart and fun to talk to. So, if she actually is out of the LCU, she certainly doesn't need us. But I'd love to do stuff with her if she's interested. What were we talking about, Bunny? We were doing something. The Bunny show, the Bunny and Who show is coming up. Did we already talk about that? We already talked about that. What were we talking about before that?
You were about to flirt with me. Jack.
Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. So I walk up to you and say, did you hear there's a vampire convention in town, miss?
What? No.
Wouldn't that be dumb? Hi, I'm David.
Wow.
Oh, the dog doesn't even like it. He's like, get out of here. Leave her alone, you fucking fiend. Yeah, man. Listen now. Where did Tech Protect go? What happened? Did he get mad again? Where did he go? Where is he? He just kind of comes and goes. Where is he? Hang on. There he is. Tech. Where did you go?
My PC keeps dying.
Okay. Look at this guy who wants to come on. This is Hakeem. Let's see. Let's bring him on here. Bring him back alive. Are you there, Hakeem? Hakeem. Hang on, Hakeem. Are you sure you want to... I don't know, man. I'm trying to make it work. To be real. Got to be real. Hey.
You're doing genre tonight.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Oh, hi.
Well, hello. Am I saying your name? Saying your name?
I came to it's not really great, but I just saw the topic and I want to talk about, I saw the topic called the world is burning, but I just want to say that all these things I found in the Quran, that this Islamic text, that all these end times appeared in some of these old texts from 14,000 years ago.
Yeah. And not 40,000 years ago. 4,000.
No, not 40,000. Oh, dang it. I just woke up. Sorry. 1,400 years ago, actually. Sorry.
So what's your point? That it was predicted?
I wouldn't say predicted, but it was written. I'll just say predicted instead, but
well, are you saying that is a proof that God exists because it was written in there?
I was thinking, yeah, because God has sent down the signs before he just get off the earth. This is the last refining message from what I find out, from what I read.
Well, I don't know. See, I have a real hard time with God. I don't think I'd want there to be the gods. Any God I've ever heard described, I'd be like, I'm good.
Well,
I'm
those gods
fine.
aren't real at all. But I just want to say that the corruption is prevalent. The grass, the land of the Arabs has become green, and also like adultery is prevalent. But other than that,
no. Hang on, listen.
Yeah, you can just check online. I mean, there's a lot actually.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember.
Oh, do you know? Have you ever been high on marijuana, sir?
No, I don't take drugs.
I am in that state, so I think, as always, you're saying very interesting things. However, I'm too high to pay attention to them and give them the respect they deserve. So when we do our next show Monday, would you call in? I would love to talk to you then.
I'll see how, because
well, how about the next time you're free? Call in the next time you're free. All right? We'd love to talk to you.
Sorry about that.
No, it's not your fault. I'm just too high. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
I like that guy. I just don't. I can't. He's talking about some serious shit, and I'm like, I can't focus. Jaffee, stop taking call-ins if you keep saying you're too high for each combo. Well, if you call in and you aren't talking to me too high, come on now. Bunny, did you rate my flirt with you?
Oh, that was like 12 out of 10, Jaffy.
Boom, boys. That's how you do it. I don't know. Well, I don't know why I've always been so fortunate and lucky with women. A lot of it is, I think, respect. A lot of it's respect. And, I was raised by women. Right? And it showed me the way a man should treat a woman. And I think that's part of it. And the other part, of course, is the jawline and the nose. This really, and the height. These things all really, I find the more you look like Danny DeVito, the better chance you have of finding true love. True love is what I would say.
I have a huge painting of Danny DeVito.
I bet you do.
I do.
So
It used
crazy.
to be. I used to have a room that was covered in pink fur, like the walls were completely.
Yeah, but
covered
why
in
would
pink
you
fur.
women
And it
be
just had a-
shopping? I know that. That is great. Women be shopping. Wait, why would you have Danny DeVito in that room?
I love Danny DeVito. He was the only thing on the wall, and then it had two rabbit heads on the each side of it.
Telling me? Are you telling me? How old were you?
Hold on. Opie's upset again.
Well, it's what you get for being a racist dog.
Discord cancels her out most of the time.
Well, now talk to me about how old you were with when you had this room.
Oh, this was like just a couple years ago.
Okay, so it's possible that
It was my
you
game room.
Yeah,
it was literally my
No,
game
it
room.
wasn't.
Yes, it
With
was.
Danny DeVito?
Yeah.
And you expect people to log on no matter how beautiful you are, no matter what sexy shit they're doing with you. You expect them to be able to avoid the gaze of one Danny DeVito and stay in the mood? That seems like you could kill your... Well, shut up, K-Nubs. I'm not a perv with Bunny. This is just me being normal, not pervy. Listen. I don't know.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to read the chat, but it feels like I got stuck in the mud. Now I can't.
One. Whatever. As he said, you can't see or hear him.
I'll make him come up. Push the little daisies and make them come up. All right, there's technology protection.
Hello.
Can you hear technology?
Hello.
I'm sending you a picture.
Yeah, we can hear. We can hear you. Say
My
something, Tech.
room.
Hi.
So you masturbated to Danny DeVito then,
Oh, what did I miss?
and other men were able to be in the mood with Danny DeVito.
Bunny, what did I miss?
It was fun. I sent it in the Discord chat.
Oh, Bunny, that's asking a lot of me right now in my current state. Let me see if I can. Oh my God, Bunny. Oh, the snuggle is real. That's a nice pillow. Look at you with the little Danny DeVito, man. I know Danny DeVito has charisma. I'm not an anti-DeVito. I'm just saying that,
Yeah, what's going on?
what's going on with you knuckleheads? I didn't need to eat the French fries and the pizza and the hot dog and the candy. But I'm high.
Deserved it.
I deserve it, Bunny.
Yeah, set your soul woman.
Yeah, all right, that's fair. Jaffee, you don't need sleep for the protest. I do. I do. Oh man. Well, I don't know what's going on. Tech, you're clearly playing the game. Why don't you talk about it?
I'm not playing the game.
You don't like it?
Sometimes.
You don't like
no,
it?
I tried to play and it died.
It's really interesting because at first you just think, okay, I'll just stand in front of these things I'm trying to destroy. But the different ball mechanics, depending on what you level up and what you collect, causes you to want to move and play in very, very different ways. And you start to realize if you can kind of bank shot it, and sometimes you have to kill guys to create a path to do the bank shot. And then you can just take huge swaths of them out. It's really good. It's really good.
Hell yeah.
Well, I worry about the future.
Oh no.
No. I mean, okay, Nubs, come on. Don't show that to Bunny.
What?
Remember that guy you were telling us about with the hammer?
Oh yeah.
I think that's what he's referencing, I imagine.
I think when that happened, I've changed the thing. I used to change the theme of that room all the time, and I think at the time of the hammer, it might have been when it was the galaxy thing.
The time of the hammer sounds like a fucking awesome TV series.
Yeah,
or
it's
Booker.
just got a lot of blood. And
Yeah.
choke.
The time of the hammer.
Yeah.
All right, well.
But you gotta
Listen.
see a nice galaxy scene.
Why do you think? Why do you think science fiction holds such sway over the teenage male? What do you think it is about the genre that causes a lot of these kids to want to become astronauts or filmmakers, or just love science and love science fiction? Women don't seem to fall into that category as much, but it is changing. Now, Tech Protect, you have run an institution in Switzerland for about 12 years now, trying to raise up a generation of women who should now be probably around 16, 17, about to graduate, who do want to take to the stars and become trailblazers, as it were, star blazers, as it were, as NASA begins to expand its program to start living on Mars in the next 5 years. What do you think about that, what I just said to you with my mouth hole?
We need more money. Money for us to do this project.
Oh, come on.
Money me.
I need money for this project.
Yes, of course we do. Why am I talking about things? That's not happening.
It's been a great show.
You goddamn right. Are we hitting diminishing returns, Tech? Is it time to pull the plug?
Also, you have to somehow sleep high, wake up not as high, do movies and a protest. So it might be time for Grandpa to nap.
I'm going to go nap, but I'm going to play ball pit first.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, are we good? Are we wrapped? Okay, so tomorrow is Pot and Popcorn. At the moment, it's going to be at 3:30, not 12. If people want it to be Sunday at 2 as originally planned, we can do that. But if I don't hear a lot of people complaining who do want to attend it, it'll be tomorrow 3:30, Django Unchained, and then Pineapple Express.
I'll be here Sunday.
You will not?
Will not.
Can we do it then on the 3:30 tomorrow then?
Yeah, I can
All
do
right.
it.
All right, so 3:30, 4:30. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
And then that's my shit. What do you guys want to wrap it up? What do you want to say?
It's been a great show today. It's been real fun.
It was fun. Woo. I'm high.
Me too.
Yeah.
You
Shout out
guys,
for being
you
high.
guys be well. Thanks, everybody. Seriously, we'll see you next time.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Jed Dempsey. You make me drink the Pepsi, and I can't think of anyone but you.